in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
Westside Misfits. This kid drop out reach. Don't tune in right now to Westside Misfits. 3 p.m. 24/7, 365. Westside Misfits. DJ Loud, let's get it. Get in the mix, I'm in the mix. 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 Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Get in the mix, I'm 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 in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Going live 3 o'clock p.m. You need some service, hit them in they DM. When I'm at the spot, go and get the pot. Cook and work while I listen to me mix a lot. They don't tell lies, they just stay fat. Hurry up, go and follow, it's Tay-Mac. Slick 316, be wildin'. Shout out Dose, not a 2000. Get in the mix, I'm in the mix. 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 Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Get in the mix, I'm 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 in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix.
You are officially in the mix, baby. I am Ms. Mix-a-Lot.
I am DJ Lab.
And you know we got Slick 316 in the building.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that.
That's right. That's
Yeah, I
right.
got them vocals.
Yeah.
You understand me?
That's right.
So yes. So yeah, as y'all can very well see, we are running a little bit behind, and we do apologize about that. But I will allow everyone that's sitting with us to introduce ourselves. We actually already have our guest in the building. The CEO and owner and operator of Top Brand Fashion. Yeah. Mr. Travion, we already got him.
We're here.
That's right. They're probably familiar with you now, AD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dose. It's my 3rd time. I'm keeping at it, though.
That's right. And then next we have comedian CJ Travers.
What up?
Yes. So, of course, you all know he is the host of Misfits of Comedy, and they're on every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m.
Yes,
hey, man, y'all need to tap in.
Facts.
Y'all need to tap in. I'm telling you, man. I see y'all. Look, I got some things to ask you too, CJ. And then we have Travion himself.
Yes, ma'am. We from Memphis, and all the one is Travion with Top Brand Fashion. Tap in. Let's go.
Yeah. I love it. As you all know, we are basically live everywhere on our radio station, which we're powered by Live 365 Misfits Radio. And we added the NTV a little bit later on in the game, but it's powered through Roku. So if you want to tap in on either of those platforms, of course you can. Then we're live on Facebook, Instagram. We're also live on Twitter. We're live on Mixcloud. Anywhere you can go live, man, we are live there. And after our shows and interviews and all of those things, we actually upload to about 15, or if not more, platforms. So one thing that we do pride ourselves on, honestly, is exposure for artists, for business owners. And when we say artists, we're not just talking about music artists. We're talking about what you consider to be your art. Just like today, we actually have Top Brand Fashion owner in the building. And if y'all look at our table, look how talented he is.
Yeah, I'm saying shoes,
like seriously,
sweatshirts,
yes.
T-shirts. I'm rocking a T-shirt.
That's right. Yeah, he was the only one that was slim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Slim enough. You know what I'm saying, to get up in there. But I love it though.
Donna and I are too top heavy.
Right, we're too top heavy. We gotta get our shit specially made.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. Travion got us right, Trey.
Yeah.
All right.
If I can't find a size, I'll make the size.
Come on now.
That's what we want to hear.
That's
You'll
right.
customize
He'll customize it. So Trey, I just gotta ask. Well, can I call you Trey? What they call
This
you?
one, this what they call me.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Look, I just cut. You know, Black folk cut your name off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of them.
Shorten that thing.
Look, you
You're
hit me.
going to be T by the end of the interview.
Exactly. So Trey, what how long have you been into customizing apparel?
This really just my second year. That's not even my full second year. I started my senior year of high school.
Really?
Right before right after COVID hit, I was sitting in the house. I started on the bathroom floor with the airbrush plug. I was trying to find out how it worked. It took about like a year of experience first before I could create my first piece. Yeah, so once I graduated high school, I just locked in. I had the whole summer before I go to college. So I said, let me just find something to do. Let me get this right before I go get the education and build my brand with my education.
Right.
So how many shoes you fucked up before you got it right?
Right.
In my opinion, I feel like I mess up one every time. Like I find something wrong with them joints.
Oh, okay.
like a
So you're a
perfectionist.
perfectionist.
You're an artist. That's what artists do.
When is your birthday, Trey?
January 31st.
Really?
Wow.
Happy belated birthday, yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from Memphis.
I heard you say it, but I wanted the people to know. So you from Memphis?
Come from Memphis.
That's what's up, man. Gotta love that. So how was your ride here? How long did it?
It was really straight. It's way better than coming from Nashville to Memphis. Like Nashville, Memphis, it's a real straightaway, bunch of trees, all that. But I'm coming through mountains and all type of scenery coming through here, so I mess with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be here a lot often, seeing how quick it is. It's about the same as going to Memphis.
That's what's up. I like that. I definitely, like I told you. So last night, y'all, I had an opportunity to go to Emerging Artist Showcase. It was basically it was a showcase for artists that do customized. They do customized apparel as well, and they also do portraits or whatever. And I don't know how I dropped the ball on not telling Trey to bring his tail up here last night. But however, I do apologize. But I do want to link you all up. Link you and the other artists up because y'all doing some of the same things, but you're young, so you bring a different energy to the airbrush game. Because in all honesty, we've been doing airbrush since the 90s.
Long time.
Let me just say that, like that was our 90s.
That Greenbrier Mall airbrush.
And see, San is the one that worked at Greenbrier Mall, so she's the one that actually held the artist showcase last night. But exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like, it's been around for a long time, but the kind of energy that you're bringing into it's different, and it's uplifting. You know what I'm saying? So, cause I'm like, that's why I was asking you. I was like, so you actually did that by hand, and you're self-taught.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what's up. So you can't beat that. You can't bargain with that.
About how long does the process take, or if someone placed the order like on your shoes, what would the turnaround time be?
The turnaround time, ultimately it'd be about 2 weeks. Because in all the labor and all to do that, probably about 25 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like to, not alone with just creating a shoe, I like to add content around. I like to have enough time to actually build up my plan. I don't want to just get a design and throw something on there and have you at the door. They take away from my experience.
Right.
That's what I want to do, and I got a brand kind of just put myself in a situation into the project and take a personal take from it. When I'm doing, I don't want to just get something and do it for the bread. You know, I can go work a regular job for that.
Exactly. Now I absolutely agree with you on that, and that's kind of what will set you apart too.
Yes, ma'am.
From other people that's kind of like in that lane. Because if you take your time with it, because every piece apparently is going to be different. Right. Because you're doing it from you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to see someone be like, oh, I'm going to put that right there. Because see, the last time I ain't put that right there. And I think they're going to work. You know, like the customized apparel is, to me, one of the best ideas that y'all young folk done came up with.
Thank you.
Is this like people can have one-of-ones, or just something specific?
Because you know that's what people that's what people enjoy though. That's what they want. Exclusive, yeah. They want that exclusivity. They want to be like, oh, y'all ain't got these, and other folks like, well, where the hell you get it from? Yeah, right. So they gonna go to place of orders and stuff like that. So how do we place an order? If we want to place an order with you, what would we need to do?
We can go. I got a website. You can hit me through my Instagram. Some people have my number. I may pass out a business card, but most likely they'll see me on Instagram, and I got my links to my websites in my profile. So you hit the website. If it's something that's already made, like maybe a shirt that you can just order from offline. Or if you don't have it, then you can email me or DM me, and we'll get to talk. I like to always answer my DMs. I like to be prompt with communication. So 9 times out of 10, they hit me up, they're gonna get a reply within a couple hours.
And what's your Instagram?
Top Brand Fashion, but the actual username is one Trayvion. That's one TREYVEON.
All right, y'all heard it now. One Trayvion, TREY. VEOE.
In the future for your projects, like, do you have any ideas that you have set aside that your goals with this that you're trying to obtain, as far as like mass producing it, or how you want to step your game up from what you have now?
Oh yeah, I just got, this was just part of my website project going on right now, which launch is Tuesday. So the Tuesday is the last day of February, correct?
It is.
I think it's the 28th. So yeah, I wanted to make a go out with a bang for Black History Month and
Cool.
set the website up. So yeah, we got the website coming out, and with the website, I'm gonna also have a section of mass-produced items that don't take as much time. So if you want to just go ahead and get something simple, something that's already made, I don't have to go, stop, take time out of my day and try to go make something. It's already made, so it just ship
okay.
out.
So you do have some inventory.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
That's what's up.
You have any inspirations?
Hey, one question. Hold on. Say hi to your mom.
What's going on, Mom?
That's my baby.
And you gotta ask a question that's dope.
Okay, continue.
All right, so you got Fubu, you got Virgil and Gucci. You got all this. Who's your inspiration?
So I'm gonna be real. Actually, Virgil has actually been my big inspiration, which is why I'm coming out with. It's like that Red Predator actually got my inspiration from that with the how Virgil kind of does a tag like with the Virgil whatever city was made in. I started doing my own thing with that as well because I'm like they got some hard colorways, but I know I could always add my spin on that.
Okay.
Turn it up a notch. So I've really been following Virgil, just a lot of expressive stuff that I can kind of tone down in my own way and add my own spin on it.
That's what I was going to ask you about, because one thing about that we know about art, it is expressive. It is something that that allows you to put yourself into, so to speak, and that's what makes it so personal. So with you, so you can actually draw. Like
I started out drawing.
Oh, yeah. So you can actually draw. So say for instance, if I hit you up and I'm like, I don't really know what I want, but I know I want you to do something for me. So you ask them the probing questions, like, so what you got in mind, whatever. Like from there, is that where the creativity start? Like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I hit you up, I ain't gonna know what I want.
Right.
I just want you to come up with something, and I'm gonna be like, cool. Like, I go for it because just looking at what you do, I trust your, I trust your judgment.
Right.
So, what starts your creative juices? Like, what is something that starts you to really thinking and start like, it's like a
Get you motivated
light bulb.
and ambitious to get in there and do a project.
It's probably, I would definitely say, looking back at my old projects and looking back at the beginning and the roots of the business and see where you come now. It's like you got so much stuff that I thought was so good back then, 2 years, maybe even 6 months ago. Then I'm looking now at my talent, my skill. I'm like, I can't even imagine what all I can throw in and twist, and add to that to make it something else and probably get another connection or promotion through that. So I'm always keeping tab. I'm actually gonna frame all these shoes and clothes once they get old enough. And I can't wear them up because that's that good motivation. Them always the foundations of my work, which is what I always build off of. I hate to kind of become a whole new person and go to a whole new art style. I like to piggyback off of everything I already have.
Okay.
So what do you do when you get creative block? Like most creatives do, like myself.
Absolutely.
You get a block. You don't have no inspiration. You don't have no muse. You don't have nothing to dig deep from. What do you do when you have those times when you get a creative block?
I'm gonna be real. I just came out of one about a couple of days ago, and it's been like for about this whole month because I just came back to school, and it's like when I come into school, I get in a whole different locked in mode. So like a lot of stuff that I was able to do freely doing art and think about it, had the time to go invest in, I don't have it now. So I'm just just doing work, trying to get caught up with life. But to get out of it, I really just kind of get outside for real and go back and look at some of my old stuff. And I kind of like to look at a lot of the current world problems and stuff like how it make me feel for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I find like I got like a drawer full of, what stencils are? Y'all know what stencils are? And I go and look at all, I got about maybe 200 stencils. Okay. I go and look at all of them and look at like what could I add or what could I do with these stencils? What could I do with all these materials in the drawer for real? And I just kind of get to sometimes get on my iPad or the phone and this app called Procreate. I just draw some designs and I be like, maybe this one works, so I'll come back later. And I just keep finding a lot of stuff and add it together and make it a whole piece.
I like that. I never knew. So that's what it's called, creator's block?
Yeah.
I draw, so I understand that. You come in, I haven't drawn in 15 years. I don't have, people are like, oh, can you do, I don't have the inspiration. I don't have the muse, something that draws it out of me. But can I draw freehand? I could draw portrait, I could do whatever, but I don't. As a comedian, you get blocks. I've been on a block for 2 months now. So
really?
Yeah, I think I created something, a joke maybe a week ago. It's times when you just go and life gets so inundated with it that
Right.
it's hard for you to come up with something creative. You
Well,
have to be in a space to do
I
it.
have been there before, but I didn't know it had a name. So that's why I'm just like,
Yeah,
well,
just
dang, okay, that
block
makes
it.
sense.
Right,
Anything that stops the creative flow and juices from getting your vision or idea to a product is a blockage.
Yeah. So what I figured out is when I have those creative blocks, it's kind of weird for me because you know what actually gets me going again is old content.
Oh wow.
Cause like what a lot of old content that I posted on social media, I didn't tag it. I didn't put my name on it. So I've had several things to go viral, and didn't like people would hit me up and be like, "Girl, you made that 4 years ago. You made that 5 years ago." And I'm like, "Dang!" But I didn't tag it because I didn't know the importance of it then.
Right.
So when I go back in my gallery and stuff like that, and I see old stuff, it could make me laugh, and it could bring something out of me like, oh man, I got to make something funnier than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then I do something different. So, or even sometimes I just put stuff out on Facebook, and I be like, I'm gonna see how they respond.
Right. Yeah.
Good, bad, and different. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like I
right.
just know. But it's stuff like that that help me to kind of come out of it, because usually people do get engaged. They'll be like, "Fool, where you get that from?" And I'm like, "My crazy mind. It was
did. I
in
told
my
your
phone
ass.
since
I'm gonna
2017."
drag your ass on that stage. keep
Look,
trying to
CJ always say that, but I'm like, CJ, I'm
Donna
too
be
shy.
saying, Donna be saying, "Shut up," like this nigga out of pocket. I be at my best like this nigga's stupid.
Exactly, because I like to have fun, like, and that's just what it is. I enjoy having fun. Like, we got so much we could be worried about and crying about.
Right,
and,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You think about all the deaths, all of the sickness. So you just have to find something that just like, you know what, I'm
Peace of
thankful.
mind.
Yeah, I'm thankful for where I am, because it could be this, it could be that. Even if you look at the people around you or like your friends or classmates, it's like, I ain't got that going on, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be thankful. So what is your major in school?
My major right now is business and graphic design.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Both of them gonna be able to work hand in hand
Absolutely.
for you. I got a quick question for you. If you were to look at your work like from the past and what you have going on now, what would you say maybe your signature would be, or something that remains consistent through it all, or something that you would want to make your signature to stand out a little bit from anything else?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna for real say my color contrasting, and that them stencil work I put into that color, because I see a lot of people. That's a lot of people like me. I already do customized shoes and whatnot, but everybody always tell me that specific style they see from me is like that expressive and them extra texture adding to my work. The textures, yeah.
I
seen
can
some of
see
that in
that.
the shoes. Yeah.
Exactly. I can see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
The
You got a
definitely.
hologram going on,
Right.
a little bit of something
Right.
on that one. Dope.
So definitely the color schemes, the way that you actually, because the whole idea of it is, like I said, we all like that exclusive look, right? So I could be honest with you. I pick out my shoes before I pick out anything
Right.
else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is what it is.
That's how it should.
I'm presenting.
That's what it should.
But shoes. And I'm like,
the shoes are the
no.
centerpiece.
Your
Yep.
shoes
Oh, yeah.
is what a person is gonna see off
First.
top.
Build around them.
Get your shoes and then you build an outfit. So now that's how they do it. They like, makes sense, Mom. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. So with that, with you having the actual color scheme that you have going on with each individual shoe, all of it is different.
Right.
The textures are what stand out, the most. So it's kind of like the whole idea of what you're doing, like I said, for my generation, is bringing it up a notch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that energy, that young energy, you know what you like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot different what y'all.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So you already know. I already know my kids gonna be hitting me up in a little while like, Mom, how much you want for those shoes? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Doing all of that stuff because that's what y'all do. What is okay, so if I hit you up about about you airbrushing a t-shirt, like what's the kind of like the cost? Like what determines the cost for what you
The complexity of the design.
Okay.
So I have a lot of people be like, hey, I just want my name up on here. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put your name. I'm also add my touch.
Right.
Because I just put your name and somebody can say you got that from Old Neighbor, anything. You know what I'm saying? You could have got that out the mall. But I'm gonna add my touch, and it just depends on how deep I go in with that touch and how deep you want it, which is why it's so important for me to always do digital designs, so you can get that visual look right there what you want, and I'm gonna set a price with that look, and we'll just go down the list with that, and we can get more complex or less complex.
Okay.
I got a question.
Sounds good to me.
I'm an artist, and sometimes I've had to write for people, and what they wanted me to write I didn't necessarily like, but I did it. So I want to know, how do you get the inspiration or motivation to do something maybe customized for somebody, but you got the skill to do it, but you really just don't like it? Besides money, where would you draw the motivation to please that customer?
And it mainly becomes that customer and the customer and my relationship with the customer, basically. So I always try to build good relations with them, so that way it's not like I'm just doing something for the money. I'm doing something that's gonna make you happy. Okay. No, that's my main kind of focal point as well with the business. Go beyond just the business and the money and the look. Is the fact that I can connect with another human being just like me and create you a piece that you will have forever. Right. So once you say you want something, of course it may not be what I want to do, but the fact that you personally reached out to me, I'm gonna make sure, I make you happy.
That's right.
And it's gonna make me happy to see you happy.
Gotcha.
Because you think about it, it's like you have all these options. You have so many people doing that, and I always try to make that very evident to people. When someone chooses you, make it work. Like, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, go over and beyond. Because one thing, people don't forget how you make them feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So being attentive, noticing certain things, like, oh, okay. Especially if you're friends with them on social media. And you kind of see something, it's like, you know what, I can add that to their piece, or, something like that. And it gives them a whole, like, you trust and believe. When somebody asks them where they get it from, oh, you got to go to him. Oh, yeah. This is my boy Trey. He, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's them the kind of referrals I give. Folk be like, well, damn, Donna, you just sold them out like, you sold them like that? Yes, ma'am. You give me an experience, I'm giving you the best referral ever. Right. So on your so where can, so say for instance, if I do patronize you, are you on Google? Can we leave like a Google review or something like that? Do you have a place for us to leave a review on your website?
Yes, ma'am, on the website.
Okay,
and
cool.
On this Shopify website, it sits up. What I did was I took a lot of time during my winter break to really study Shopify, which is my website and how you work it. So that way I don't want to just drop a website, I'm like, I don't really know what you do. I'm like, I studied how you set it up, how you leave comments, how you ship out orders, all this, so I know February when the time comes, once I drop the business, I already got the tools and everything I need. So once you order, everything just running smooth.
Cool. That's what's up. Yeah, I know a few people who use Shopify, and they have a very good system set up. Yes, I love the idea of them kind of like doing everything for you type thing, because the one thing about a business, when the less you have to do, like if you can focus on the art and not all of the other stuff, it makes a big difference. It does. So I'm glad that you did choose a platform like Shopify, because they have a very, it's user friendly once you, like you said, once you get to know it and all of that good stuff. So you dropped your brand when?
I dropped my brand the summer. It was around my graduation year of high school, so it'll be 2021. I say June of 2021.
Okay. That's what's up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just kind of seeing even more things from you. It was so funny. So when I reached out to Trey, I was like, send me a picture for your flyer. So he sent me this picture. I was like, no, we can't. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell what. He was like, oh, okay. So he came back, sent another picture upside out. I'm like, okay, we're gonna try this. But I loved your spirit. It wasn't, dang, you can't use it. And I'm like, it was like, oh, my fault. I ain't know. Bam. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Send another one. And I can honestly tell you that your attitude is your aptitude. It tells you how far you can go. You keep that energy that you have. You keep that humble spirit that you have. We're going to meet each other at the top. I'm telling you now.
Most definitely.
Because, and even my first, what I didn't realize is when I went back in our messages, I remembered exactly who you were, because we were talking about you coming onto the show and then your father passed.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was like, dang, man. I have sympathy, empathy for anybody that loses a parent, because I have lost both of mine. So I know that it was impactful for you when you lost your father. How has that helped? Like sometimes we all know grief comes and goes.
Right.
But sometimes grief can give you the motivation that you need, because at this point I still want to make you proud.
Right.
So how has it been for you?
I think really it turned me into a whole different person for real. It was just kind of the way and the manner that it happened. Just being there first person, see everything happen straight like that. It was kind of like a wake up call to me, like you ain't a child anymore. You're a grown man for real, and stuff like this is real. You know what I'm saying? So and I kind of applied that to everything in life at that point. Like stop taking everything so serious. Stop, being so negative about everything, because it's a time clock on everything.
That's right.
So
That's
before my time clock, running, I want to make sure I can do and make sure everything I've tried to do is already done, at least in the works, for the people behind me and the people that I care about. So I've been trying. It just kind of just turned me into a whole different type of person, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. Just to get everything together for real and make my time worth it.
Absolutely, and that is his father on one of the shirts that's on the table, and when we'll be able to show you guys later, because we're gonna take pictures and all of that good stuff, and because when I read that, I was like, oh, like dang, because when the thing about it is, one thing about death, it will change you, and I honestly think that it's designed to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It was part of the plan.
Yeah, it's designed to do that, and it's designed to, because you think about, because I know with me, although I'm older than you all experience, your generation experienced a lot of things a whole lot faster than we did. I don't know if it's because y'all got access to everything. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all experience all kind of stuff, from relationships even to friendships, like deceit, just life lessons. You all get it, or I feel like you all have to experience it way before we had to experience it. Like things we experienced in our 20s and 30s, y'all was getting as teenagers, and it's like, dang, how do you, because you, as a parent, it puts us in a different situation, because we have to talk to y'all earlier.
Right.
Shout out to your mama too for tuning in. But yeah, so. Oh, I can't see that far. What it say?
See, I ain't the only one.
Man, Lord.
You need to get bigger print.
Just a little
Take
bit.
a breather.
Oh, let's see.
My name show said that it is a job, but you have to take pride in your work. I know that was one comment, but he also said the things on the table look nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Show. My name, Show.
Yeah.
There was some more, but they now went past.
You can scroll back down.
I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, but I can't.
Call in 678-740-9894, because me and Donna are visually impaired.
Right.
We can't see this fine fucking print.
Sorry.
Y'all niggas either fix your font or some shit, or just call in, goddammit.
We think it's you, Lab. Make it larger. It's the After 40 Chronicles.
Right. I just turned 43. I can't see shit. And I had LASIK.
I'm telling
My
you.
LASIK wearing off.
I'm telling you. I want to do it at a certain time.
It does. They tell you this shit go. I'm like, damn, my shit went off early. I thought I had another 15 years of these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you don't want to go back.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, that joke ain't no joke. That what Lab be saying, like, y'all don't see. I'm like, hell yeah, I see it, but I gotta keep going. I can't read it. I see it. It's like being at the eye doctor. I can see it, but I can't read it.
Right. Things got to be big as them clock numbers.
I'm trying to tell you. Work with us, Lab. Lab, you want to get us in the mix for a minute? What you over there doing? You sure been mighty quiet.
I'm actually looking at the video.
Oh, okay. No.
And looking at people, seeing everybody commenting on YouTube. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, shout out to YouTube people if y'all comment.
Yeah, because you know.
Shout out to Kenya.
So what's the,
shout out to Carlo.
What's the, I guess the
Kevin.
vision years from now? You have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 15. What's the ultimate end game? But it can't be just that.
Right, yeah. So basically what I look at this right here, this kind of like a foundation of work. What's going to test my will and dedication to what my work going to really do. And I've got a couple connections with that, but I say from 5 years from now, I want to definitely have. I'm thinking about a storefront for real.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And with that alone, I want to have a pretty popular city, like maybe like a Miami or something like
You
that.
go to New York.
Right, New York.
That's
New
fashion
York.
city right there, too.
Fashion
You know what I'm
city.
saying?
Yeah.
L.A.,
Right,
places like
right,
that.
right.
So y'all don't think Atlanta is a fashion city?
We ain't
It
say that.
is.
He just says.
No, I'm
boutique type
saying.
shit.
I'm saying, do y'all think that?
Y'all looked at entertainment more than like fashion. Like to be honest,
Okay,
I give him
so
y'all that's why
entertainment-
niggas moving here in traffic so stupid because everybody want to be somebody.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's
so-
entertainment. It's not
They just getting the
fashion.
drip out of
no.
Linux. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so you think more so Atlanta more so entertainment, New York is more so like
It's still
fashion.
always gonna be fashion.
Okay.
Because it has all the fashion people, the runways and all the Met Gala and all that shit goes over there.
That's what a
Yeah,
sewing
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 district and all
sewing
shit.
district,
Yeah, so it's always gonna be that.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I was.
Abadan and all that.
I was just
Dapper
wondering
Dan,
because you know. So you all know just like I know. Y'all been in this game long enough to know. At one time, New York ran everything from the
See,
from
here
the
we go
rap
with that
to the
Atlanta
da-da-da-da.
shit. Hey, y'all Atlanta's
You know what
going.
I'm saying?
All right, y'all holding it down for the rap. Y'all-
But what I'm
But
saying,
can we have something still? God
But
damn.
look,
Niggas
over
wanna
the
take
years,
everything.
you know what I'm saying? It came back to Atlanta. It wrapped
All right, well,
around,
y'all-
came back to the South, cause you know what I'm
Until
saying.
y'all
We
get some
haven't
Chinese
given it
niggas in the
up.
district, then no, it's still ours, goddamn.
Right.
With that.
That's right. So yeah, I can see that though. So you would want to brick and mortar. You want an actual store. You want to be okay.
So with
I
that,
love that.
with that in mind, are you now like would you prepared to like take bulk orders or something? Or would you have a process if someone wanted multiple shirts and stuff at a
Right, yeah, and with that, I also understand that once I get a storefront, I'm most likely gonna have a factory, something like that.
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to mass produce, because you can't physically run a shop. Of course, do your personal work, because I always want to keep that airbrushing work for my piece as well. You know, that's the thing. That's where you start. I want to always, keep that around at some point.
Will you train more artists?
Right.
Because you're gonna have to.
Right.
At mass to scale it that
See,
high,
that's-
you're gonna have to train
That's what
somebody.
That's what I was
to
going
see
to ask
your
you. How
vision.
is the scene where you are now, like in Memphis? Like, are there a lot of artists out there? Is there anybody else doing what you do in Memphis, or are you just kind of like right now
ground?
that guy?
It's about, I say at this type of level, like no.
Okay.
But like at this type of level, it's probably just about me and one other person. Shout out to Deshaun Cussell. He actually does a lot of work as well. He go viral like just about every post. But with that, I also want to with the storefront. I want to kind of spread the awareness and just spread just how hard it is for personal artists to build their brands and things like that, and which will also bring in more audience and traffic from the outside world, because people see how much work and time you put into your stuff. So why would I support this rather than go buy a $200-$300 t-shirt that I'm only gonna wear one time anyway?
Right.
Once you really tap in with those artists and you see their work and they beliefs and what comes behind their work, you always gonna want to work with them. So I kind of want to build that up for just me and as well as everybody else who's trying to do the same thing.
I like that. I like the idea of I honestly like the idea of building a team, building people. Because the thing about it is, one thing about it, once you start doing something, you're gonna have people that's like, dang, I wanted to do that too. But it makes a difference when you embrace those people. Because see, like a lot of people, they'll make it a competition, and it's like,
Right.
bro, it ain't no competition. Like, why
Never
we can't
competition.
go join together and, you know what I'm saying, make this thing happen. Like, it don't have to be a competition.
I think this generation is more open to working together than we
Exactly.
were growing up.
Oh,
Where we was
absolutely.
growing up, it was iron
Absolutely.
sharpen iron. We competitive. I do this. You better not bite my shit. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was don't bite my style. Everybody had that style. And
Now, I can
you know what I'm
honestly
saying?
say
But
I
they
really
work
do.
together.
I noticed that about this generation, even when it comes to even just social media itself.
Right, everybody love to collab.
Yes, like you'll see people collab. They want to take pictures together. They want to show who they're working with. And then too, like before I even got on social media, not before, I had been on there maybe about 2 or 3 years, but I wasn't interested in building my pages or anything like that. I was noticing that my children's ages would have like 12,000, 15,000 followers. I was like, why so many people want to follow them? But it was people in their age group. You all right?
Yeah,
tickling my throat.
Oh.
get some water.
So it was crazy because it was people their age that was boosting each other up. Like they literally supported each other. It was like they come in, they're engaging. They were engaging with one another way before it got popular. way before people started making real money off of social media.
Yeah.
So I love that about y'all generation. Y'all do want to work together. Y'all will support each other, and I love that about y'all. So when you finish school, you got what, like 2 years?
I got 2 years.
2 years now.
2 years.
So you got 2 years to go. When you finish school, just out of curiosity, because it take a minute for you to apply those skills and
Right.
do all this other stuff. Like, do you have any plans for after school?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about moving down here, but I kind of got my eyes open now, a little more to the full amount. But
Okay.
I actually have plans after graduation, but I really been working on that like right now because I don't want to graduate and be that type of person to. Once I graduate, now I'm thinking about life and what I'm gonna do. I'm already thinking about life and what after I retire right now.
Come on
So
now.
that way, once the time comes, I'm already set. I'm walking out the door. I got all my stuff together. I might
got the
open
right
up.
idea.
Right. I kind of hate being one of them type people be behind with everything or like in the mix. I feel like that's what's kind of special about creating your business, doing your own thing. So you always ahead of the crowd at all times.
Right.
Ready, so
Like no competition, but like you there.
No,
You locked in.
you are your competition. Like
Right.
it's like, man, I'm not competition. Like it's what I'm doing. But yeah, I absolutely agree. And once again, that's an advantage that you guys have, being in the generation that you all are in. You start thinking ahead. Cause see, the thing about it is, y'all parents are our age, right?
Yeah.
40s. That ain't old at all.
At all.
It ain't old at all. So y'all get a chance to see what your parents went through and not repeat it. It's like, nah, I ain't going nowhere because I remember that. Yeah, I'm going to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So it give y'all different options and avenues. And I can be honest with you, a lot of the parents in my age bracket, I know how I am with my young adults. I'm here for it. I'm like, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I would want you to pave your own way. I'm here for it. What you need from me? Because I want life set up to where my kids don't need me for nothing. And people always be like, Donna, why you say that? What do you mean? I want them to be able to call me and be like, Mama, let me tell you about this. But as far as needing me for other stuff, I don't want them to need me. I want them to be able to stand strong. I want to be the person that can keep them motivated,
Right.
or for them to call for advice and stuff like that. But that other stuff, no. I want them to be able to create. I want them to be able to, you know what I'm saying, pour into themselves, and that's just it. I want them to be able to provide for themselves. I don't want them to depend on me or nobody else.
It's true.
To do that. So I love the drive that you guys have, man. That drive, I'm telling you, is one of a kind. And like I said, you all experiencing certain things so early, it's building your character. You know what I'm saying? Like it's helping you.
Go crazy.
Absolutely. Like you have a chance to build your character, man, and you have a chance to really get out there and know. Are you the oldest of your siblings? Do you have any siblings?
I am. I got a lot. And I believe, and all is 8. One on my mama's side, 7 on my dad's side.
Really? Okay. So yeah, you the big brother. So everybody looking at you like you the one.
Yeah.
Like your move is the move.
Right.
Like you'll see as you get older, your siblings gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that like Trey.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? One of them gonna catch on to this art too.
Oh yeah, I actually got my little sister right now. She, I got a FaceTime her. She talking about starting her own brand.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm just throwing the water. She gonna work with me.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I can't wait. That's gonna be super dope. All right, Lab, I'm ready for you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Instagram, y'all know what's up.
I know, right? Yeah, I know
Y'all
they
had
be
to
trying
come
to
back.
shut us down, men.
We had to come back so we won't lose this video.
That's
We
right.
apologize, but if you fucking with us, you'll be back.
Don't forget y'all took
Yeah.
in the missions.
Oh, that's right. Cause your shows are out.
A wizard is never late.
Right.
Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
My whip is full of bitches, we bout to hit the spot. My whip is full of bitches, we bout to hit the spot. My whip is full of bitches, we bout to hit the spot. My whip is full of bitches, we bout to hit the spot. I'm always always on time. Every second is my moment. Going hard, I'm in my prime. My opportunity to own it. I'm always on time. I'll ride when I'm supposed to. And when it's on the line, I do what I'm supposed to. Shit don't stop. It keep moving like the hands on the clock. Like a dope boy scrambling with yams on the block. We getting money, try and stop it. We'll go ham on your block. Trump taxing every dollar. Uncle Sam on the block. My swag nitroglycerin, my satellite glistening. I'm crispy as a bacon strip. My hustle gram like tipping them. Bricks, I'm not flipping them. Lanes, I'm so sick of them. Flash about my cash, I'm so fast to get rid of them. Won't stop, I'm so relentless like a pit. You sick, I'm hitting them. Pick a target, any target. It's like blade, how I be sticking them. Always on go, never pause, never stop. Drop a turd in that bitch, you get your ass off the pot. My matrix has no glitches, my pockets got the knots. I'm whipping a DeLorean, my future is the top. My whip is full of bitches, we bout to hit the spot. I make them wash the dishes and then they blow my top. I'm always on time, every second is my moment. Going hard, I'm in my prime. Opportunity to own it, I'm always on time. I'll ride when I'm supposed to. When it's on the line,
crazy, ain't it? I must be crazy, cause in my mind I'm thinking this is worth me saving. All the times we face to face you were amazing, but every time I seen it try you ain't a break, man. So no more lines of speaking free. Ain't no more time for being sweet. Made up my mind, I need to leave. Heard so much lies, can't even begin to sit by and see you speak. So one more try and see you keep on like we trying to compete. Then when we cross the finish line, we find it I isn't complete. If we will find it, we can teach each other. Why is it we cheat? Why do we treat each other like we opposing sides when we don't need them negative ties to keep us weak? We looking to die every eye just to cross to the T, but enough of the tall tales. Pray you find what you sneak every night just to sleep. This shit can't be normal. The way that you look, it's no wonder they all on your bumper. But you single, and been single for years, saying every nigga can't be loyal. What's the formula? Cause you plus a smile on the ass is like crack on the corner. Shouty, you biting, but internally, you be flexing in somebody's loner or a cloner. What you think you should be instead of you saying who you are? Or is it because you've been cut too far? Cause one's not enough for a fraud you charge. Left at the odds to kick the mirage. My life has been violent, emotionally scarred to the point I can't sleep unless pistols are close to my couch. I hope me the high regard. I must be crazy, cause in my mind I'm thinking this is worth me saving. All the times we face to face, you were amazing. But every time I seen it try, you ain't no breaking. So no more lines of speaking free. Must be crazy, must be crazy.
Oh, she got everybody looking. Oh, she got everybody looking. Yeah, she got everybody looking. Yeah, she got everybody looking. Everybody looking. Everybody looking. Everybody looking. Everybody looking. Yeah, she got everybody looking. Yeah, she got everybody looking. Yeah, I got everybody looking. Whipping in the kitchen, got everybody cooking. The female plug, I got everybody booking. Got my team with me. Yeah, everybody pushing. Haters try to beat the move, so I switched up lanes. You're so real, you man, I'm a vet in the game. Hustle 10 years strong, some didn't support me, but it's all good though. Now they couldn't even afford me. Thanks. To every nigga ever heard me
Lord, forgive me for my sins. I wanna ride in that G-Wagon Benz. Do a lot of things that I never did. Unsee things that made me grin. Going head first, knocking doors down. Being fearless in the war zone. I won't back down, I won't back down, I won't back down, I won't back down. Forgive me for my sins. I wanna ride in that G-Wagon Benz. Do a lot of things that I never did. Unsee things that made me grin. Going head first, knocking doors down. Being fearless in the war zone. I won't back down, I won't back down, I won't back down, I won't back down. There's nights I wake up and I still feel like I'm dreaming. Seeing where I came from, I thank the Lord that could've been me. Damn, I'm bad and so much more. If I give up now, I wouldn't see what's behind them open doors. Getting on tours, people sing song that's shorts. Album all in stores, sleeping on beds now, no floors. You wouldn't believe what I've been through, boy. Walk testimony, y'all hit story. I'm here to say, making history. The sky's limited, I'm reaching for it. Yeah, I'm reaching for it and I'm reaching for it. Forgive me for my sins. I wanna ride in that G-Wagon Benz. Do a lot of things that I never did. Unsee things that made me cringe. Going head first, knocking doors down. Being fearless in the war zone. I won't back down, 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 I won't back down.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Zach got the sauce.
I was raised up by some true G's. I said fuck school, they schooled me. I'm a street nigga, you can't fool me. We ain't cool unless you in the pool with me. And now you ain't my family nigga unless you Ira Keith or Mr. Ooh-wee. The same thing a lame and charge a nigga for. They'll do free. I ain't fucking with the new breed. My niggas still here if they do leave. I'm in Dixie Hill with 2 G's. On a ranch trying to get blue cheese. My pants held about 2 G's. I'm at the discount, I need 2 T's. I never forget where I'm from. I wore the same thing for 2 weeks. Taking bumps, talking shit, popping pills, popping shit, super lit. Lead the block, lead the spot, D-spot, super thick. Sim set, pocket check, TTM, yeah, we still taking shit. I'm the last nigga they wanna see. I know my niggas, they hate this shit. Let me know. Let me know. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Let me go. Let me go. Let me leave. Let me leave. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
He wanna fuck me cause he know that I'm a boss. He fly out me, bitches, he know it costs. I keep that sticky icky on me, call it sauce. I keep that ass on my neck, Jack Frost. He wanna fuck me cause he know that I'm a boss. He fly out me and my bitches, he know it costs. I keep that sticky icky on me, call it sauce. I keep that ice on my wrist, Jack Frost. He say you so flossy, how you drip, 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 drip. Keep them duffel bags, watch me flip, 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 flip. Hermes bags full of cash, take it trip, 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 trip. He tried to fuck for free, so I dip, 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 dip. Don't wanna hit it, no way. I might just blow up O'Shea, like Buckwheat Bill say Ote. Got these hoes upset Rolex. The difference, I am self-pay. Like Kanye need a Kim K, like Jay-Z need a Yonsei, need a Yonsei, need a Yonsei.
Whoa, took so much air, nigga can't even spell low. These niggas so fake, look all they hate, turn me to a mob boss. Green light don't go, we'll take your hoe, me mob and y'all. Young entrepreneurs, Reese man can't need my spell calls. Big bro, I told you tweet, I told you tweet. We the streets, I got the key. By myself, I'm all they need. But with us, so we starving, we working starving and made the plans. Plus tag the minute maid. Shout out to the slam man. I got hella sauce, my realest rare jacket. The life of G-Go shop and get that truth for there back. Walk out the house, forget my Glock and my slam bag. They say I'm cutting up, they know it's going on. He almost free, you better not change with me. My boys, I ain't no choice but go and trap. My folks depend on me, I swear to go the hardest. Keep it solid, practice what I preach. I know they notice me, I know they notice. They hating on the law, I can't already know. If my whole face friend, I'd rather make a plain wrong. No, I made my name in the street. Mention your top in the state. I'd rather make a plain wrong. Cause they don't really fuck with you for real, for real. They don't really fuck with you for real, for real. They don't really fuck with you for real, for real. They don't really fuck with you for real.
Make sure you put some respect on my name when addressing me. I got no issue catching a felony. What is it that they expect from me? I reciprocate who got respect for me. I had to switch it up. It's only business, bruh. Only thoroughbreds can ride next to me. Ain't no capping live ammunition. Only shit between the nigga neck and knees. I got heavy drip. Got me feeling like I just jumped out the fire. Just designing shit I can't even pronounce it. I've been doing more and making less announcements. This ain't what they made, this is how they found me. All I saw is little nigga running back. Otherwise, you can get the fuck around me. Every day I said I motivate. And that's how you know they fake. I ain't friendly, I consider impact. They lie like me, but we know you ain't. We know you ain't.
You hear me on council killing shit. On the road too bad. Bitchin' is evident. Mommy and granny was all on my ass. They wanna hear shit. Break down and bag it and load the shit. Be preaching my heat on some holy shit. I'm building, yeah, you notice it. Pass the ball, I'm open, bitch. Never happened with no sucker shit. The haters, they mad, I'm loving it. Shit. It be the nigga, they fuck with it. I be the bunches to keep me some company. Fuck with the fam, I ain't into that trust and shit. Yeah. We like the secret society. Little nigga, please stay away from the property. All my nigga really come from the poverty. Sound like the time we passing. Off in the shit, we don't know no fashion. We on the block with it action. Trust to the book, they and hold on the lip on the hand. This really was winning, but she gon' die to the band. And me and the queen, no family. But I'm a savage, straight from the gutter, no candy. Did that type of shit that make you wanna roll up. That type of shit can help you wanna come up. Did that type of shit. 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 I stepped on the gas and took out.
I ran up the sack and took off. Hell no, I never been took off. Fake rappers and trappers get took off. We verse, you know they get took off. I'm having my way, I'm a big dog. It's acting my cup, no Zans, bro. I'm making them pay for them bands, bro. I'm giving you more than you pay for. This type of shit make you just dance to it. I'm street for real, don't play with it. At shows, you know I keep case with me. Got OG from back in the day with me. I make triple your BD little salary. I keep letters all week, go get activists. We come through the club like fuck this shit. We can buy the bar and the waitress. We ain't paying the picture, we getting it. It ain't too much, we ain't did. What's a couple trip for no reason? I spoil you bitch like a baby. Straight liquor, straight no chaser. Did the type of shit make you race on the E-way out late. Did that type of shit that make you wanna turn up. Did that type of shit that make you do 100. Did that type of shit. 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 Did that type of shit that make you wanna roll up. Did that type of shit can help you wanna come up. Did that type of shit. Did that type of shit. Did that type of shit. Did that type of shit.
I'm on a different type of shit. Gotta get this come up. A bunch of lunatics, duffel bag full of commas. Gotta keep a bag. Bitch, I get to work and she's the runner. Optimistic thinking that the feds may just run up, hit the Honda. Metals flashing through, can see the city lights. Coming from the slum, what the struggle feel like. So I take a couple flights and keep them at no being nice. Got tired of shit, no bitches, it got old, no compromise. Standing firm and I'm solid and I'm next to the plug. On high demand, drugs for the thugs. The type of shit that turned me into a slugger, batter up. I swear I see free bars, that's my motherfucking blood. Fucking blood, fucking blood, fucking blood.
Yeah. Hey man, thank you DJ Lab. That was our independent artist mix, man. One thing about Misfits Radio and TV, we gonna get you in the mix. And your spins do count with us. Shout out to My Name Show, King Drew, Mini Coop, Tom Lightyear, Boss 9, Torpo, Woodrow, X the Hustler, and FNBG featuring Pretty Mocha on that mix, baby. Thank you, DJ Loud. We're trying to cover every avenue, and I love the slogan that DJ Lab has come up with, and it's giving creative voices volume. Basically saying that we want to uplift, we want to empower artists of all kind.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We have the radio part of it, so we do music artists, but we also like to tap in with other artists as well. So so we just want to make you guys aware that TV, we're powered by Roku. Music, we're powered by Live 365, but we have our platform anywhere that you can think of. You name a place and we'll let you know if we're there.
Right.
Because we can't name all of them, but
we on our way.
Exactly. And the crazy part about it is, and this is one reason why we always, this is something that we always kind of just tell people, especially podcasts. And CJ, comedian CJ is a part of our platform as well. He has a show, a comedy show on every Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. I encourage you guys to tap in with them because I'm telling you, I see big things coming.
Yeah,
I see them coming.
Trying to get bigger and bigger names.
Exactly. For Misfits to come in, man,
they in the DMs.
Yes.
Trying to work out some schedules. But
absolutely. And I see y'all. I see which way y'all going, man. Y'all, I love it. So just know I'm behind y'all 100%. Most of the time I be on live, but I don't think I be on your live. I think I be on Misfits Radio live. Who live I be on?
You be on his live because that's the only one to be on.
Oh, so I be on. That is your live?
That's my that's our page.
Okay, so
I just do it.
I was finna.
Yeah, you know, Rika make me be on my shit. I had to create a page.
Yeah, because I remember that was what it was about 2 weeks ago. You had as a matter of fact, the last few weeks you had a girl comedian.
I had Nima on, which is before the old girl from last week. So
like you've been tapping in with the ladies. I like that.
Got some white folks in trying to mix it up a little.
That's right. That's right.
Trying to
keep it mixed, mix it all.
Trying to expand.
That's right. I love it though. And then not too long ago, I went and supported CJ, he did a clean comedy
That's me
situation.
expanding again because that's hard.
Right, it was a clean comedy
Not
show,
to
but
curse.
the funniest thing was they was like the comedians, and that shit was hilarious. They was like, whoop, can't do that. Hold on, let me go. No, they was like, let me rewind. So everybody like, but it's funny doing clean comedy, only because it's really harder than a lot of people think.
Yeah, content.
Yes.
It's not to be like, oh, I just don't have to curse. No, you can't say nothing with a sexual overtone at all.
Right.
Like, you gotta be so clean. I said, you gotta act like you performed in Disney with everybody, Nickelodeon, everybody in the world, kids watching you.
Yeah.
So what you say matters. And we had shows where kids was right in the front watching, so you can't say certain things.
Right.
All right, so it's different because I curse a lot, and to not curse and change up on my content is difficult, but I enjoy it.
I was just about to say it's a challenge, but it's a good challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's gonna welcome you in the room.
It's more money, Clint.
It's another lane for you.
Yeah, I just got into the lane, so holler at me about it. I do corporate events, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I don't do my job. They'll be trying to get me. I say, y'all niggas trying to get me fired.
Right. No.
Not in front of the district manager. No.
So right. No, sir. Because I be talking about y'all, and we're not doing it.
They be at trainings like, yo, by the way, cool fact, he's a comedian.
Right.
They say something in front of y'all. Fuck no, I'm trying to keep my job.
Exactly. That is, you're not going to set me up, sir.
No.
But so it's a house full of men. So I just want to go around the room and just ask, as men, what do you need more of?
Understanding, communication, affection, love, empathy. No, what else?
You okay, bro? You got a lot of them over there.
Oh,
now.
look, bro. I'm trying to tell you. It's just, I think, talking to a lot of my friends and stuff like that, and watching a lot of these videos lately, Instagram just seems like it's crazy how it's been coming through. It's a mindset of females feeling like men gotta do this and men gotta do that, and if you're not doing this, you're a lack of a man.
Yeah.
And you gotta understand, we are human beings. I know we put this strong facade on, and we tough and we can't deal with shit, but we do. We feel it. And hold on, let me just say, we just want to say, men don't need a lot. We just need to just say, hey man, I believe in you. I love you. Thank you for everything you do. Just the little things we don't show appreciation. And there's not a lot of that goes on. We understand what women do and what y'all bring to the table, and we don't take nothing from that. It's just, as a man, if you're married to somebody or in a relationship with somebody, if that fucking household falls, they're not looking at the woman, they look at the man.
Exactly.
You're protecting the provider. He's the head of the ship. You got a man at home. How the fuck this fall apart? So it's a lot
That's
to
very true.
Keep all these mouths fed, keep a roof over your head, keep a job, keep whatever, not losing my cool because I got people who depend on me back at home. So I got to eat whatever my boss is telling me right now. And I want to tell him, kiss my ass, but I can't.
Right.
Because I can't come back to this woman who's looking up to me to lead this family and say, I lost my job because I lost my cool.
Right.
So it's that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're out here dating, you trying to date chicks and they telling you, well, you can't fuck with me if you ain't paying my rent, if you ain't doing this shit, you know, like that type of rhetoric.
Speaking from a woman, let me explain something to men. I can't tell you how to be a man.
Facts.
So don't listen to women when they tell you how to be a man.
I always say it all the time, but y'all get a like, cause I don't tell no woman how to be a woman.
No, because you can't tell me how to be a woman. So how am I gonna tell you how to be a man? And see, what a lot of people get misconstrued, just to me, I don't even determine whether men are real men or good men. That, like, I just want to deal with mature men, if that makes sense. I don't know. Your rendition of good,
it's distorted.
Could be the whole different meaning of what I consider good.
Right.
We ain't going there.
Because where y'all pulling that from?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you ain't got no daddy at home,
who are your examples?
Exactly.
Like, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
So I'm not gonna tell you, oh, you're not a good man if you don't do this. So when women do that, you know that ain't your woman.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know that ain't who you need to be going after.
Yeah.
Because for one, you start off telling me what.
Right.
It's cool to have boundaries.
Right.
It's alright to have boundaries, but it's got to make sense.
Well, social media, it takes it somewhere else, right? Your homegirls got a dude that's taking her on trips and stuff. Why we can't go
Let
on
me tell you
trips?
something.
Why
You
we
don't
can't?
know what that man doing.
Exactly.
And you don't. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
I always say that.
Not only that, a lot of these women paying for this shit too now.
Facts. That's facts too.
So I'm just gonna go there with you. A lot of these women paying for a lot of this stuff, whether it's through a sugar daddy, whether it's through a hustle, whether it's through a job or whatever. A lot of women, because I can be honest with you. A lot of times, like, see, that's why I always tell men, you don't have to lie to women, because if they like your ass enough, they're gonna lie to themselves. Don't lie to them. Give them the truth.
That's facts.
Because in all honesty, they gonna lie to themselves if you that guy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
They always got
so
that
don't
one
lie
guy.
to them. If you that guy and they like you, you showing you doing what you supposed to do. Cause it ain't. And when I say supposed to do, that's showing attention. That's kind of giving them that attention that they kind of require, that reassurance. You treating them nice. You not being abusive. You just kind of showing them what it is to have a decent person. Cause see, I always say be a good person, not a good husband, not a good man, none of that. Be a decent person. Be the right kind of person, and all of that other stuff falls under that umbrella.
Facts.
So if you're a decent person, you alright. You can't live up to everybody's standards. A woman tell you, "Oh, I can't date you because you can't pay my rent." You're right.
Check, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Swipe left.
Yep.
You know what? You're right. I can't. Ma'am, I don't even live with you. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I mean,
we don't even live together.
It's
But you want me
dudes
to
that do that though. I've been in conversation with dudes fuck up the game by saying, "Damn, shorty fine as fuck. I pay your rent. I pay." I'm like, "Yo, nigga, what you doing?" Just say you don't have conversation. Just say you don't have the ability to interact with a female.
When you lead with your money, guess what you're gonna keep doing?
I have to.
Leading with your money.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll always be leading with your money.
Facts.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, it's dudes that do that and that
that's
set
the
a
kind
bar.
That's the kind of woman that you want, though.
No.
This is what I'm saying. Dudes that lead with their money, those are the kind of women that they want.
That's
by
what
by
they're
control.
trying to get what they can afford.
Thank
Sometimes
you.
I lead with wrong with that dude.
Look at
I lead with that dude.
y'all gonna drop them But no, seriously, you think about it. The average man that leads with his money, that's what he got. Right? Men lead with what they have.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't got no.
It don't mean
no
that you don't have it because you don't
confidence,
lead with it. It means that you're not leading with it because that ain't what you want the foundation to be.
Right.
You understand? Like that foundation is what is what curates everything, right?
Facts.
So if you don't want the foundation to be money, don't lead with money.
Wow.
Why lead with this D?
Right. I want to be. My dick is good enough.
And then if it stop working. Then we got another problem. Cause here we is depending on honey and damn gas station pills.
Honey always gonna be sweet.
Exactly.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You lead with something of substance, whether you see a future with this person or not.
To the D.
It is. But what if it stop working? You don't want her to go somewhere else to find some more.
I'm just saying. Well, they always gonna find some more D.
Yeah.
They just can't find this D.
Don't lead with that. Lead with some stuff that they'll be able to be like, I didn't get that from somewhere else.
They gonna be like that.
No. I ain't trusting
I
it.
wanted to try this, but.
So
something about Lee ain't just.
As a man, Lee, what is it that you would need more of? Cause that ain't it.
Hey.
Women that can handle this D. No.
Don't y'all listen to this fool, cause first of all,
that's what I need more.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have a wild ride.
Right. Brace yourself, lad.
I'm just saying, yeah.
What you think, y'all? What do you need more of, AD?
Well, man, I need some communication, need some understanding, and I kind of want someone that's just like golden rule first, man. Just treat me how you would treat yourself.
That's right.
Simple as that. I don't want to be up in here competing with no side dudes. I don't want to be bumping heads, cause I'm supposed to do this and you supposed to do that. Let's just
no gender roles.
Talk
You want
talking. Let's just be some friends and handle this. Let's build. Let's do some positive shit. Move forward.
Was definitely
you know.
Understandable.
Big Smooth said, "Lead with yourself."
Shut up, Big Smooth.
So she'll fall in love with you and not with what you have.
Correct.
You ain't asked.
That's right. No, I'm finna ask him.
And one more question. Somebody said, Slick said, do you only do Air Force Ones or do you do other shit?
Oh no, that was my biggest mistake I made today. We make mistakes every day, so it's okay. But look, I actually do a lot of Jordans as well. I got some ones out. I got Converse, Air Max, all that. But that's kind of my favorite silhouette, just cause like the Air Force One swag.
Right.
But yeah, I got some boots, all types of stuff.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
These just always the eye catch because it's so popular. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring out something everybody gonna see. You see the Air Force One before you see the design. You're like, oh, that ain't even a regular Air Force One.
Right.
And take it from there.
Okay. I definitely could see the Jordans, like the and the Converse.
The ones are probably easiest ones to do. So.
Which one is the easiest?
The Jordans.
The
ones.
The one. Okay.
The ones, yeah.
I can see that.
Is it because of like less maybe contour and design and stuff like that?
And it's a big palette.
Yeah, right.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's okay. Well, yeah, I can see that. I'm not an artist, so look, me and Slick are not artists, so we want to know the details. Like what?
Boy.
So what happened when you bend down low and then you spray right there? Like we them kind. So as for you, what is it that you would need, Travion? What is that you need more of?
I think I want to piggyback on for sure with the communication, but communication, a lot of understanding right now. Like us personally in our age group, we walk around in a lot of a mix of a social media mix and an unrealistic expectation. You have females who literally will look past us men who keep up with ourselves, just set out a good positive tone for everybody, and females kind of find that unattractive right now because the world's so caught up in just a lot of toxicity, a lot of stupid, dumb stuff that brings in attention, but it's not really real. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like that communication, you just got to communicate and let them know how you feeling for real. Because if you can't communicate to me, how I'm going to communicate to you?
That's right.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. It's not popular a lot of times. We see what gets the most attention. Yeah. Blueface and Krishan.
Stuff like that, and that's not real. And that gets like millions of views.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the unreal. Yeah, I'm with you on that. The unrealistic expectations and ideals, because the way that it's set up, they have people actually dismissing decent people. They society has decent people being dismissed every day and looked over every day because they don't bring what's popular.
Right.
But don't ever fall into that.
But they don't understand what's popular really ain't what's popular.
Come on now.
Because I look at a lot of things what's popular, and I know they behind the store, and I look at it like, bro, and you bringing in so much attention to females because they think that's cool, but that's when I realized they mindset messed up from the go.
That's right, and
that's why they stay there.
And I would tell anybody like, peace is the real bag.
Yep. Right.
That's the real flex.
Yeah, that's the real flex. That's the real bad. Like a lot of times, people don't really get it until they get it.
Till it's too late.
But once you get a taste of that peace,
ain't nothing like
you
it.
ain't
can't put no price tag
Yeah,
on
you
that
ain't
shit.
jeopardizing nothing to get rid, to not have it again.
That's
Like
what niggas
you'll let a whole lot of stuff go.
Right.
I'm boring. I want simple shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't bring no chaos to my stuff. I'm like, yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To piggyback off of what you guys were both saying too, I mean, I've been noticing more than ever, like a lot of third parties be involved in like influencing a couple.
For sure.
I mean, and that's pretty much some of the third party actually be social media. Folks will take other people's comments and try to live off of that based off of who they with, and neither one of them really lifestyle or the problem or issue they trying to solve is even dealing damn near kind of with that comment.
So basically, when it comes to relationships nowadays, and that's one of the things that happen when you put your relationship out there. You put it out there for criticism. You're putting it out there, good, bad, or indifferent, regardless of what it is. That's kind of like what you're doing, and that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of people don't understand. That when it goes out there, it's out there. Yep. So like you got to take the good, the bad, the indifferent, whatever come with it. You got to pretty much take it because you put it out there. And a lot of times people like, oh, I can post whatever I want. You can. You can post what you want. You can post who you want. You can do all of that stuff. But when what you can't determine or put a restriction on is what comes back from it. You got to take all of it.
Right.
Everybody ain't gonna agree with what you got going on. Anybody who follow me on social media, you see how they cuss my ass out, and I laugh like hell because a lot of times I'm doing it for content anyway.
Right.
And I'm like,
I'm the same way.
Doesn't matter.
I'm like, it's not that fucking serious.
That's what I'm saying. I be like, dang, they cussed me out pretty bad that time.
They be so hurt people.
Hey, Donna, I know you ever put something up and they still debating on like 10 days later. Like, that niggas is still debating.
Let me tell you what's so crazy.
Damn.
It just
happened.
Happened on Facebook. I was like, damn, somebody just commented on that. It was, and it's like for me, once it's posted,
it's out of here.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like we just talking about it, and then maybe a day or two later, if somebody just missed it, it's like, man, we ain't even talking about that no more. But I'll still comment and respond back because it does help a lot. I just showed Eddie a video that I posted last week, just going viral yesterday.
Yep, still getting likes, hits, and comments.
It's crazy, just going viral yesterday, and I posted it last week. So that's kind of like how social media works. You know what I'm saying? Like people will share everything but what you doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So how I make it very interesting is I keep my pages full of all of that.
All right.
The personal stuff that we're doing, which will pertain to the business, as well as funny stuff. Because what'll happen is, eventually, somebody who coming for that funny stuff gonna see what we're doing.
Right.
So it's a method to the madness. So like I said, you can post whatever you want to. You can post whoever you want to, but you gotta be ready for the backlash, because I can be honest with you, what you think gonna get you there or go viral, it ain't gonna be it.
It'd be the last thing.
It's like,
it's
dang,
crazy.
I like that.
You
Y'all,
put in
nobody
hours
like that
to
but
it.
me.
You be really thinking about it, and then the shit don't go viral. It be the stupid shit. I say in my car, I'm like, this shit is what made y'all motherfuckers get 7,000
Yes.
Be
views.
like the accidents make you stumble upon the viral and the success. When you be intentionally doing something, it's like it don't
like
pop.
3 views.
And that's just how it works. I mean, it's crazy, but that's just how it works. That's why one of the main things I always encourage people is this: engage. I'm not on social media as much as most people think I am, only because I don't have the time.
Right.
But if I had the time, when I'm on social media, I'm active.
Okay.
I'm liking, I'm commenting. It's certain things that I'm doing because I want to see everybody win. If it come on my timeline, I'm hitting the like. I'm coming.
Right.
It just, just depending on the kind of time. Like I do social media like 15 minutes straight, and then I've been had enough. I'm like, can't take no more.
That's all for a
The
second.
only one that I can do and just do is TikTok.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that's because
TikTok have too many rules. Them motherfuckers strict as shit.
They are, but I
damn.
can do TikTok more than 15 minutes. I don't know why. But they have some of the most
seconds, probably.
Different stuff.
It's different content and it's different. So of course with your man, look here, especially if you have any partners that got music, create some content and put your partner's music. I could collab like that and put it on TikTok. You understand what I'm saying? So when we speak about the arts, we talking about all of it. The same way they could take their music and make videos with your content too, with your apparel and stuff.
Yep.
Work together, because I'm telling you, that's one way to win with this social media. If you're gonna be on it, get paid to be on now.
Right.
And it's just that plain and simple. If you gonna be on there, get paid to be on there. Do that exposure. Do what you have to do to get exposure. Even my thing is, this is another thing that's so crazy. Like I have people to hit me up and be like, "Share, can you share this?" And I'm like, you ain't never shared nothing from Misfits Radio, and I know we only been doing this like 8 years. Right. So it's like, can I do what?
Yep.
And then they'll be
like, why you acting like that?
And now they'll be like, I see what you're saying, cause I'm telling them that. I'm like, bro, we've been doing this shit so long. Like, bro, you
ain't never shitting on my shit.
Oh, you right. I'm like, yeah. Like you understand, make it an even playing field. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like let's
put some respect
share,
on that.
Exactly. Let's share for each other. Let's be here for each other, because that's the way that you win, and just win. Period in life. Be there for each other. Engage.
Facts.
Network. When somebody say, and it makes a difference, because when somebody say, yeah, man, you could just be having. I have casual conversations with people, and immediately somebody who has supported me can pop up in my mind and be like, you know what, I got somebody that can do that for you.
Yep.
And they'll be like, what? Yeah. And that's how referrals go. Once again, you can't. You have to how you make people feel makes a difference. So if you do good business, guess what? They're gonna tell somebody about it.
Another thing I like to say, man, like you can be valuable or asset, like she said, just by knowing someone else. I'm trying to be like a conduit that would link her to him, you, and it's other people that I know that want to do the same thing. Now that I know you do forces, first of all, if I need some customs, it's cool. I rock with some people myself. Shout out to Nickel Play Nario, by the way, watching. He needs some, boom, we'll put the order in. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
how
get
I
this
go.
thing popping. But the fact that this platform right here, as Lisa's saying, it's kind of like a breeding ground for that. You know, and I'm definitely like amped to be on this on the Sundays because,
me too.
like, I get to meet you. This is my first time meeting CJ. You know what I'm saying? And I'm feeling that energy.
And that's right, because like everybody on, you know, they on something real. Everybody trying to make it, and it's different levels to it. Yeah, man, look here, and that's the good thing about this day and age because it ain't always been like that. A lot of times, man, people been only thing a lot of black people knew was to work.
Right.
It was to work. You understand what I'm saying? You work a job, you stay there long enough to retire, you work and you work some more, and now it's a different type of energy for black people, and I honestly can say 2020 amplified it.
It did.
Yeah, COVID made motherfuckers change real quick.
Let me tell you
You got
something.
something
Got
a little bit, though.
super
You got to
creative.
dig deep.
Yeah.
You got something in you.
Super creative.
You motherfuckers got to dig deep.
Yeah.
To add to that, I think the whole thing, when you're at home, first of all, you can't go to work. I have to go to work every damn day. I'm an essential worker. I had to work through that.
See, I was too.
I did too. I was too.
Yeah,
when you
was
take
too.
yourself off of work and you can sit at home, you have hours and all this time to think. Man, you can create wonderful shit.
Yeah.
When you out here working for somebody, man, you got to subconsciously think about maybe your comedy while you trying to do this and not fuck nothing up. You know.
Let me tell you
then
something.
you making money for somebody else.
The next time, I'm definitely choosing the non-essential shit.
Me too.
I don't ever want to be an essential worker.
You don't even know you was
ever
essential to a pandemic because like y'all niggas really need me.
Right.
Yeah.
I did not understand the importance of my job until I got hit with a you're essential worker. I was like, what?
This pay ain't essential.
Right. What?
up?
Y'all got to pay me a little more because y'all say y'all need me. I'm essential.
Right.
I'm
Because these niggas
essential.
just sit at home getting some good checks,
more than me.
unemployment, and they sound essential like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I feel y'all
They
on
sit
that.
at home.
Hey, that rest is
I was at
essential to
home like a
them.
motherfucker. I was at home like a motherfucker. Like, this should be illegal.
Right.
This much money a week.
That's what I'm saying.
Government said I can have it.
Right.
It was all type
like,
of comedians
what the
coming with new
hell?
cars and chains. Nigga, what you doing? Yeah, these unemployment checks is nice.
I'm telling you, I'm definitely
And it was every
choosing.
week.
Right, I'm saying?
Exactly. I'm definitely choosing the non-essential shit next time. It's over with.
My job
for
fired
sure.
me just in time. It was
Right.
March 28th. My job said we're going to have to terminate you. March 29th, I was getting the check from unemployment.
What
I
you
was like,
say? You promised?
Right.
You said you let me go?
Right,
You gotta
right.
threaten me with a good time, nigga. Back my shit up.
Hey, yeah.
It was so crazy because I came in on the tail end. So like March of 2021. Now keep in mind I had worked the entire pandemic. March 2021, my job, the job that I was working then, first of all, I'm a part of a dream team for property managers. So we literally go in for 3 months, we out of there. I stayed at the damn job for 2 years by default.
Oh,
So it was like when we was still working there after like 7-8 months, it was like,
Why we still here?
the hell is going on? Like, you know, like we jump in, jump out.
Right.
But the need for us was very great in Cobb County, and Cobb County enjoyed what we were doing. They told the owners, the only way that we can keep this relationship we got going is if y'all keep the people that y'all got working for y'all. So it wasn't until those owners sold the property so when they came in, it was like, so you can either go with us. I think they was going to like Macon or something.
Oh, man.
Or you can lay us off. I got my damn pocketbook. We could lay you off. I got my pocketbook so damn fat. That man said, wait a minute, man. What? Me Cameron. I said, huh? He said, you ain't got. I said, sir, I come here every day with my pocketbook. That's all I got. No pictures, no nothing.
Right.
He was like,
Fact.
all right, well.
I don't do that shit.
I can't get a hug, anything. Like, he was. I said, sir, you don't know what I've been going through this past year.
Right.
I done worked through a whole pandemic.
Right.
I'm so glad to hear them words. I can lay you off.
Hell yeah, ain't nobody going to
Baby,
making.
who? Making? Sir, no. I ain't nobody like set up for that.
Right.
Let me go.
Go
But
to unemployment.
that was let me tell you something. That was the first time I ever felt relieved for getting laid off. I felt like my prayers had been answered.
Not your prayers been answered.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm serious. Because I had been, man, when you work through something so crazy, property management, with all the, I'm talking about the domestic violence. Yeah. The people weren't able to pay. They getting all this money, but they still wouldn't pay their rent. Yeah. Then I'm filing application for people to get rental assistance. They won't even come sign the paperwork. Yeah. I'm like, bro, who? No,
sounds about niggerish.
Exactly. And then when the thing is let up for now, we can evict you now.
Now everybody want to come talk.
Now everybody, well, can we set up an appointment? Baby.
Too late.
Yeah.
Baby.
The sheriff on the way, man.
Baby.
Too late.
What do you mean? Should talk about what? Baby, what we gonna talk about, baby?
I've been trying to talk.
I've been trying to talk to you 7 months.
Right.
Really?
You done told me to kiss your ass 84 times.
Because they wasn't getting evicted. I know a lot of motherfuckers doing that shit.
Let
What they
me
gonna do?
tell
Kick me
you,
out?
That's what I'm saying. We
Okay.
could, but it
All
was
right.
that's why it was so disheartening. I'm like, man, I'm fighting for y'all. I'm trying to get y'all their money. I'm fighting for y'all better than I'm fighting for me.
Right.
And you won't even come in and sign the paperwork. Right. Man, that man said you have a choice. I didn't even have to know the choice, but if one of the choices was to not have to come back to that job, I wanted that one.
I want that choice.
Sign me up for that one, sir. It didn't even matter. Right.
Today.
It didn't even matter. When I got home early, my brother was like, he was at my house in the driveway, so I was like, what's up? I was like, you ready to go to lunch or something? He was like,
nigga, what you doing?
What you doing here? I was like, I got laid off today. Mm-hmm. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. They gave me a choice. They said I can go to Macon or I can get laid off. He hollered. He was like, let's go. I jumped in the car with him. We went and ate. Like, it was the craziest feeling ever, but I felt so relieved. And so that's why I be telling people, I'm like, 2020 might have been necessary. I think it was necessary. Oh, yeah. I think it allowed people to see their worth and to know that they could actually sell whatever. Like, people were tapping into businesses that they created off of stuff that they just enjoyed doing.
Or just to get PPP loans, but that's another conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But look how many's still here. So many of them are still around because they tapped into their own creativity and figured out, damn, because they didn't believe in themselves. Right. They didn't know. And when they went to selling this stuff, they figured, man, look at the DJs that jumped on live.
Yeah, that was
making money off of live.
Versus and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, like they jumped on live because it was like you knew people was at home. So guess what? They had time to tune in to what you had going on.
I messed out on that one. But Slick told me like March 29th. She said, why don't you just go and go live? I was like, nah. She kept saying it.
Yeah, you should go live.
You home, you ain't doing nothing. Just nah, I'm good. She was saying it the whole time. I gotta give her that one.
Yeah, and for real, like people
comedy online was weird
though. But
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like people found creative ways to do things. The things that we have been doing at Misfits Radio, we have been doing it for years. Going live, doing certain things. People didn't even pay attention to that shit till they had no other choice. And they said, you know what, them folk been doing that. And they would call and ask us, so how do you do this? How do you do that? Of course, we wouldn't tell them, but it was just the point of, we see that y'all paying attention to this shit now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at least I wouldn't tell them. I don't know if Lab ever told them.
Lab ain't telling shit. That's right. Chicago there. Lab ain't telling shit. You got nothing to worry about that shit.
The thing about it was something that we had been doing. We had been tapped into it.
Live video since like 3-4 years.
Yeah, at least like 2017, 18. Like that was something that we did, and then it was a lot of different stuff, even the Zooms, all of that stuff. Like we
I
had
wish I
been
put stock in all that shit. Looking back at it now, like damn, I wish I put stock in.
Man,
Zoom,
I wish I had to put some stock in Pampers,
diaper,
that's what I wanted.
paper towel, everything.
I needed to put some money into diapers. That's what I should have did. All these pandemic babies.
Yeah, I had one.
You got one too?
You know I had one. I got my little 2-year-old.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like
My
all
big
the
boy.
babies that were produced during that
Nigga
time.
ain't nothing else to do but eat, argue, work, and fuck.
Exactly. This is the thing. That's what I'm telling you as a property manager. I used to tell Lab, I used to be like, hey man, the police came out like 7 times today. And he'd be like, for what? I'm like, I don't know. The people won't stop fighting each other. They didn't realize they ain't like each other till the pandemic.
Cause you home with each other. I'm like, damn, I ain't used to being around you like this. Like, nigga, you snore like that?
It was the weirdest energy ever. Right?
That's why you blink so much.
But you think about the amount of parents
who eat bread with their sandwich, nigga?
But look though, they actually got a chance to know their kids.
That too.
A lot of us didn't even know our damn kids. It was like, you pretty alright. You man. You alright, you funny.
But why are you breathing like that?
Right. But why is you acting fat?
Right. Them niggas eating around the clock. Like, please come take this ass back.
I'm going to tell you when it hit me for real. I woke up at 10 o'clock one night and my son was out there barbecuing.
Damn.
I said,
Yeah, he definitely ain't had
look,
nothing to do the next day.
I looked at the phone.
You said barbecue.
It's 10:02. I know that ain't no damn barbecue grill going. They were like, yeah, Mom, we ain't had nothing to do tomorrow, so we decided to barbecue.
What they was
tonight?
It's 10 o'clock.
What they was
son.
making?
Everything. They had a full-fledged barbecue.
Dang.
You should have sold some plates from the house.
You gotta know her children to know that they had everything.
Right.
Hey, you should have sold plates from your house, man. Late
Look
night,
here,
little midnight, motherfucking meals. Meals on
They
wheels.
might have did. I don't
get
know.
out to get it.
First of all, I go to bed at about 10. So for y'all to be cranking up at 10, I knew then. I told my brother, I said, yeah, this gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I said, ain't nobody got no work. Cause all of my children were laid off and they could get unemployment.
Oh wow.
They were doing better than me. I'm like,
Yeah.
how the hell y'all get laid off and I didn't? But like I said, they weren't essential workers. But however, the whole point of the matter is, that's when I knew then. I said, okay. So they started getting creative, doing stuff, investing in different stuff and just doing stuff. And I'm just like, these children get it. This generation get it. You understand what I'm saying? They tapping into, because like, honestly, our generation would have never.
Because our generation is about stability and being, this is it, you're going to stick to this, you're not going to deviate from this shit. No, this generation is like, that shit don't work. Next.
Right.
That shit don't work.
Right.
Next.
Right.
That shit don't work. Next.
Yeah.
Them niggas not going to stay long enough for you to even say this shit don't work. Next.
Real.
Yep.
And that's how I
One
respect
thing these young folk done taught me is, take the vacations.
Right. If you don't
Facts.
like it, don't do it.
Take the risk. If you want to say no, say hell no.
Yeah. That's what they taught me. Like,
Period.
you don't like it, don't do it.
Don't do it,
Like,
yeah.
They got no problem
They get
saying
jobs,
no.
they be having jobs, they be like,
This shit ain't for me.
I don't like it
real.
till 8 o'clock.
No shit, right? And I
You
love,
know we told you about this in the
This is
interview.
the
You
thing.
did, but it don't fuck with me. I don't like being
I
here at 8
love
o'clock.
y'all for that, because I'm telling you, y'all inspiring y'all parents on a whole nother level. Y'all don't even realize it. It's like, the parents like, they got a point.
Right.
That's about right. You know, now we ain't deviating from our morals and values and stuff like that. But as far, like, because you think about it, we work these jobs, we work them. We work them. Out to my boss, we work them.
And they fire.
And then they be like, all right, well, thank you. It was nice knowing you. And you like,
What? They gonna give you 20 years.
right, for real. And it's like, what?
I learned the word from Rika's granddaughter last week, Carly. She's like, friend, I took a mental health day. I said, what?
Right.
She like, hey, I took a mental health day. I need to start taking mental health days.
Right. No, seriously, you gotta take mental health days. It's some days you need to disconnect from everything. You gotta disconnect from everything. And that's what I'm saying, that this generation gets it. They even know the importance of having good mental health.
Because we didn't talk about it, yeah. But
that was taboo for us.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Like, man, you tell your mom, I ain't really feeling. Well, don't feel good and get your ass name.
Go lay your ass down. Go lay your ass down and shut up.
Go and drink a ginger ale.
Feel better after you wash them dicks.
Right. Like that was the
go take a nap.
That was the weird energy we got.
Yeah.
But y'all, it's like we get it. Okay, they ain't really, they ain't feeling it today.
Man, y'all generation treat jobs like side pieces, and my generation treat jobs like a bad marriage. You just gotta keep hanging on to it. I was literally just telling Donna, man, I got a text message at like 6:40 something this morning, bro, to come in to work, cause some folks just called out, and I'm like, I only get 2 off days. Damn, how many? You know, how many
worker?
Of course, that's
the curse. That's what happens. You can't be efficient and a good work ethic. They'll take advantage of this shit. You gotta do like the other slackers.
Right.
But you gotta do just get that fine balance of slacking and doing your job so you can keep the motherfucker.
Then they hold you accountable. They'll hold me accountable.
They know they'll call me for overtime.
How my uncle explained it to me, he was like, do just enough.
Exactly. They know not to call me for overtime. I'm like,
exactly. He was like, do
that.
just enough. He said that's what he learned over the years. He said, do just enough to keep your job. He said, and watch how smooth sailing it be.
Yep, that's facts.
And when he said, I was like, oh man, you weren't raised like that. He was like, I wasn't. That was part of the problem.
Yeah. But do it right.
Right,
put your signature on it. But you do just enough.
But you do enough to be on cruise control. He said, you put your all into what you created.
Yep.
He said, you put your all into what you doing personally. Facts. And I said, dang, that do make sense, you know. He was like, yeah. He said, if you're going to work, he said, because it ain't nothing wrong with working a job. He said, work a job until you don't have to. He said, but on that job, he said, I'm telling you now, the way that you don't get burnt out is to be on cruise control.
Right.
And don't let that job work you.
Yep.
And don't become friends with everybody at your job.
No.
And distance from management.
You be surprised how much you don't have to deal with that when you don't become friends with them. I learned this at my last job, but this new job I'm at, they don't even approach me.
Right, you ain't even approachable.
I'm not even. They don't know if I'm approachable.
I'm about to say,
because I don't talk. Right. So it's like
that be backfiring on me.
They can't get a clear read.
Right, and I don't want them to. So it's like
I do that.
I be feeling
the
the
other day
same.
it was like, man, you gotta let us know you ain't said a word. We didn't even know you was here. I said, but I'm here.
That's me.
I like it like that.
You intimidate that color right there when you do that,
Right.
and I'm like, we ain't doing nothing but just being who we are. What are you scared about?
Yeah, the thing about the whole objective though, man, go hard for whatever your name is attached to.
Yep.
If your name attached to it, go super hard for it. If it's, just
like
do what you got to do.
The harder you gonna go for yourself, somebody else might match it because they're gonna see.
Absolutely.
They don't have to do extra work. They ain't got to hold you and bring you along because you already running with that baton before them.
That's just like that's a relationship. That's a companionship. That's any kind of ship that's moving. That's just what it is. Because when people see you going hard for you, they know they can't come at you with no bull crap.
Right.
They gotta come correct because they see how you love you.
Yep.
They see how you love you. Can't mistreat them now because they love themselves. And get what? When it don't feel like what they giving themselves, they out of there.
Let me ask you, Trayvon, what you like? Your name, Travion. I'm sorry.
Travion.
Trayvon, they renamed it.
Remix.
Would you get a regular job like 9 to 5, or would you just get it in order to supply what you need for your business, like as a conduit to, where you don't have to get investors or anything? Because a lot of people your age who have businesses and who artists don't necessarily think they should work another job. Right. They think they should but they don't think, you gotta use it as a way to supply the things that you need in order to make your business grow. A lot of younger artists don't think that. They just think, I'm doing this, I'm rapping, this is gonna sustain me. Yep. I don't need to work and all those other things. And I just think a lot of times they miss the point on working,
working to put yourself forward.
Right.
Until they get hurt,
to
almost
forward
like the
your
job.
business idea. You know what I mean? So would you do that?
Yeah, that's actually what I do. I would like to work a lot of side jobs to supply my business because I learned that when I'm just doing my business, I'm spending all the money I'm making all profit on necessities, and that's not fun. I'm like going to the store buying bleach and pine salt with commission money. Right. So I work a side job to care for that, so that way I can actually enjoy that and have more money for real. And like, of course, over time, I know that the more and more work I put in, the money gonna come with it. Then I can just go ahead and quit it. But like, I realize you can't have that kind of mindset because you got to think about reality too when it comes to bread. So like,
absolutely,
you gotta do that side job just to build up your business for real. So you can have that side money, that rainy day money to support everything you're trying to do.
I absolutely agree. Tell me about the last time you did something nice for yourself.
It's been a minute for real. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like I just be getting so caught in just doing stuff that I know I gotta do it, trying to get me to another point. I forget that sometimes you really need them days for real.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I'll probably go buy myself something to eat or something. Like go buy some jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Something a little small. Go buy some shoes to do up. Yeah. Yeah.
So what about you, Eddie? When was the last time you did something good for yourself?
Oh man, okay. I try to do something good for myself once a week. And that meaning good for myself. I have some goals that I want to be successful with. So I try to, one of the things I did this week was I paid for some graphic designs and I got them done. So that right there is something from my goal that manifests. Another thing I'm doing for myself, I'm here right now. Like, I like this. I like doing this. So this is something, a peaceful outlet to me. I get to reach my people. Pretty much that. And then, every now and then I might just buy something, or splurge something, or take somebody out to eat, and just enjoy myself,
What about you, CJ? When was the last time you did something nice for yourself?
I try to do it quarterly.
Quarterly?
Yeah. I try. I mean, I am a family, a Caribbean people. So hard working and saving money is I work at a bank. Finance is a big thing to me. I very meticulous about my budget. So I like watches. So I spend money on watches. I spend money on sneakers. I spend money on leather coats, boots, still like stuff like that. So I'll do those quarterly. Hey, you worked hard. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bonus, you get a bonus, whatever. So I do it like that. So
so how do you dress on stage when you do your stand-up comedy? Do you usually be dressed up or do you be dressed down?
No, like I was telling him, I'm part of my comedy thing is shirts, t-shirts. So I wear a lot of conversational piece type shirts that get your attention while I'm on stage. So I got a lot of people who can send me stuff like, oh, wear that, or I got a person who creates shirts for me, and I'll wear those type of shirts on stage.
Kind of like a content type
shirt?
Shirt?
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I'm big on content.
And I always tell black creators to send me stuff because we're going to wear it on the show. It's going to be...
I dress in suits all day at work. The
Oh,
last
you
thing
do?
I want to do,
Go
work
put
in
on
a bank.
another suit.
Okay.
So last thing I want to do is dress in a suit. No. And I had Ricky Smiley tell me that shit. Yo, dick is serious and go ahead and put a suit on. I'm like, nigga, that ain't my swag. I'm not about to put on suits every damn day.
The suit don't make you funny. It's
right.
what you saying.
But that's their generation, right? That's how they think. Like, okay, that's Steve Harvey, D.L. Hewlett. That's there for if you want to be taken serious. You go, no. I'm gonna go up there in some sweats and some jeans. Wear this T-shirt I'm be talking about, and I'm gonna bust you in the head with these jokes. So you laughing at my shirt? Cause I wear shirts like that shit. My pull-out game weak as fuck. Hashtag fatherhood. Like I wear shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. When after the like I was telling him after the Locks and Dipset shit, I had made a shirt. Hey, Jada Kiss for president. Like whatever it is that I'm feeling, I'm gonna put it because I like one-off shirts. I want shit that no one else have. Hoodies. I got a Hillman hoodie. You know what I'm saying? People like, oh, I feel that's not real. It's not. It's a fucking TV show. But I'll play with it. And people like, oh, what school? Yeah, I got a degree in blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker, this is not a real school. But whatever.
Right.
So shit like that. Just being, getting my stuff quarterly and budgeting that
I can
in.
see that.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to save, man. The fact that people don't save for those type of situations like a pandemic, you have to save. And anybody who's listening, 3 to 6 months of whatever your expenses is, you should have in the bank. Period. Right now, if you don't have that, you need to get to that point. So 3 to 6, whatever your expenses is that month, do a budget. And if it takes $4,000 to run your household and take all your personal stuff, you need to have $4,000 times 6 in your account, $24,000 in your account.
Wow.
In your savings account.
Basically, your account is lit. Shit.
Right.
And that's not talking about adding your pension. That's not talking about your 401k. I'm talking about just savings, liquid money, right? Don't get in the concept of, I'll be like, yo, y'all need to do such. Oh, I got cash in the bank. Nigga, cash is a commodity. And at any given time, once the government flips on their head and says we don't do that shit no more, they're going to look at that credit score. Get that credit up, get the credit right, get it where it needs to be, and you ain't got to have no problems because that's what tells the mother folks that you're
eligible.
credit worthy and you're reliable.
Right.
That's all credit scores and the shit system is.
Eligible.
Just saying, I can give you something, I'm gonna get the shit back.
We don't give a fuck about no credit score. We might be rich as fuck tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Look, that's the young generation. Tomorrow. We might be rich as fuck tomorrow.
Or you can play lotto. Play lotto. And that shit gets me irritated when niggas come with lotto checks. I be like,
man,
nigga.
It be some folks hitting on them machines at the gas station.
Nah, man, they come in like 5, 6 of them bitches at a time.
3,000.
Like, what's your number? Say, I ain't gonna tell you that shit. Like, me motherfucker.
Right, yeah. That's how they do. What did you say, Trevion?
Oh no, I was agreeing.
I got a question for you. You said you're still in school, right? So, are you going to be doing like an externship, maybe in a type of field that you can apply to what you're doing, your business, or? Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into some digital design things because I also look and see they do things with fashion, but it even goes beyond just fashion. It's like extra in depth and detail, and them the type of you need to be talking to.
Okay.
They're the ones gonna get you them connections. When you got a connection,
And the funding.
Right.
And the funding for real. Like they go
looking at grants. There's grants for the for that type of stuff, artwork.
It definitely is, but that's where a lot of that funding come from. A lot of the funding that you don't have to pay back.
Right.
That like, you know what I'm saying, that's the magic in it. Like it's cool to apply for money that you have to pay back, but it's super dope not to have to pay it back. Get it and do the right thing with it and have everything accounted for, but you don't have to try to figure out how to pay it back. So I definitely agree with you on that. Like you get in there and get paid, you know, you apply, of course, your fashion because that's what you like, but you get in there and see what other endeavors you might can compete with too. I'm with you on that. When was the last time you did something good for yourself?
Oh, whenever I think about it.
Did something nice, not good.
Sounds about right.
And whenever I think about it, if I come across some shoes I want, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get them damn things. I don't wait till no quarter. I don't wait till none of that shit. My account will be negative.
Right.
If I see some shit I want.
But I got it.
I got it.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna be alive tomorrow. All that saving shit and all that. I get it. I understand. Don't get me wrong. But tomorrow's not promised. I'm gonna enjoy this shit today.
I got you.
You might want to hit one of your own little booms for that.
I'm 53. I can't be worried about that tomorrow and saving. I might not wake up tomorrow.
Right.
They gonna be like, nigga has some fresh ass shoes on yesterday.
Right. but at least he saves.
What size you left?
Yeah, hey.
Nobody's names on the account.
Y'all can't wear my shoes. I'm size 8.
Oh, fuck. Nigga, small feet ass nigga. I can't nothing get with that.
Your feet is bigger than that?
I'm 11 and a half.
What?
I can't wear that shit.
Are you as short as you are?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Yeah,
oh, wow. That's crazy.
11 and a half, 12. Yep. So.
No, because you know, like.
Nike's a 7.5. Like, I wear 7.5 in some shoes.
Damn. I'm jealous of the motherfucker right now. Nigga.
Some shoes are 7.5, but.
That's why your ass can buy shoes like that.
I can wear your shoes. I can wear some of your shoes, Lab.
That's exactly why you can buy shoes like that. Because your shit is under 9. Size 9.
That makes a difference? Hold it.
Fuck yeah. If it's under 9, motherfuckers are drastically different. At least $100 different. At least.
In price?
Wow.
I'm a sneakerhead. I'm trying to tell you. Right now, it's a pair of sneakers that I'm like, oh, my paycheck come through.
You
I'm
must
gonna
be
get
on
it.
GOAT.
And GOAT and everything else. You got a Flight Club on it. And I want Barclays. Them shits is, for me at 11 and a half, is $390. For his size, them shits is one night.
Yeah. For a 10 and a half and 11s, they be.
My son, he wears those. He $80, $90, and he's 2. So I'm telling you, one size makes a difference. But under 9, size 9, easy. That's easy.
I can't even wear 9. They flop off my foot.
Easy. I am jealous of that.
And even them 8.5, I have to maybe put on two pair of socks to get the fit.
I'm jealous of that.
Woo-hoo.
Dang. So I only got one more question for y'all, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna allow you to plug yourself, Trevion, because we definitely got to know where we can get your apparel and where you at on social media, and you know some things that you plan on doing within this next. I'm just gonna say next couple of months or whatever. So just be thinking about that while I ask this question, and it is when it comes to dating. Do you prefer to go with the Flow label? And okay, so when it comes to dating, do you prefer to go with the flow or label and define things?
Let's go with our guest first.
Yeah. So do you like so for I'm just gonna, how can I break it down for you? So with y'all generation, I don't know how y'all date and stuff like that. It's really weird because y'all be meeting people online and shit. I don't meet nobody online because I'm scared. Yeah. So do you like when you meet a girl? Is it go with the flow or is it we need a title? We need to define what we got going on.
It'd be like more of a go with the flow type of thing. Because for some reason, this generation right now, when you add a title, they get scared and they bad guys. So when we go with the flow, I'm gonna analyze you the whole way, and I know if I need to even ask that type of question for real. If you ain't worth my time, I ain't gonna ask.
Right.
You gonna dismiss you because you
and
wasting my time.
And you're an Aquarius, so you kind of
she go throwing astrology.
You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, because it's Aquarius. I like Aquarius men. Like I have a lot of Aquarius men in my family. What I noticed about you all though, like y'all like long term stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people in your generation ain't really looking that far.
Nah.
Cause they ain't giving
they ain't looking far as tomorrow.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Damn, they don't care. Like that, and so that's one of the things that I see Aquarius deal with, and it's like, dang, I look kind of like them, and dang, okay. So you know, like you just have to move around. But I totally understand it. So you like to go with the flow right now. So I'm gonna come back in 5 years and ask you and see if you know what I'm saying, if anything changed.
For sure, be changed.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, look, girl, I've been married 2 years. I'm like, what? Go Trey. No, just go ahead, lad. What you like? Go with the flow or a title?
I'm gonna want a title because we go with the flow and I see you with somebody else.
I already know you're gonna say that.
and we go with the flow and you out and you with some other nigga and I'll be like, what the fuck? And then you be like, we just friends.
Right? And you said we was going with the flow.
You got to give me a title. I mean, or else it's not gonna. We just gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no special. When we go out, you gonna pay for your shit. I'll pay for my shit. Until a title get on it, it ain't gonna be no.
What?
You ain't gonna have
So
my.
wait a minute.
You ain't gonna have my name. You ain't gonna call your girl and talk about some. I got that lame ass nigga. He paying for my.
Cause she got a title on her name in the phone. It's food guy.
Food guy. That lame ass nigga. This simp. You know what I'm saying?
You got saved on the rent money.
She gave you a title.
We think we go together, but we just going with the flow. Fuck that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Got your name saved on the rent money.
Right.
You look like gas. Look, then my gas. You be like, what? So what you? Right, for real.
I see you, I gotta get gas.
Right.
You always want to go somewhere when you see me, bitch.
If you're a gas man, right. Everybody got a title. So what you say? CJ?
Probably a little bit of both. Depending on how I feel. If the vibe is there, if I like you, like I'm with you and we kicking it.
What are you, a
good.
Cap? What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
You're a Pisces? Mm-hmm. When was your birthday?
My birthday was last week. Early this week.
You damn sure.
It was Monday.
Right, I told you happy birthday on social media.
Yeah, it was Monday.
You're right. Dang.
So if I'm, that's what I'm saying. Varies per person. So if I'm feeling you, I want you now. I don't want nobody else to be off the fucking market. You hear me? You're my girl.
You're in the cart.
That's it. But if I'm like, some things I see, we want to go with the flow because I may want to exit to left. So it just depends on what the vibe is. That's all.
You just like wasting people's time. Okay.
How I gotta be wasted? I'm just saying.
Because y'all Pisces do that.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all do.
This fucking Pisces slander has got to stop.
It's not slander.
I'm gonna have a t-shirt. I'm gonna have a t-shirt. No more Pisces slanders.
It's not slander. No, slander. This is the thing. Like I told you, I got 2 daughters as Pisces, and when y'all Piscean, I just get out y'all way and let
don't
y'all
act like when we fall in love, we don't fall hard though.
Y'all do.
Thank you.
And
so just to protect my
heart. But you gotta figure it out.
Right.
You gotta figure it out that you're in love.
I gotta protect my heart.
Yeah. Like with a Pisces, like Slicky Pisces.
That
nigga. Like,
right. I gotta protect my heart first, so we go with the flow. Cause if I give you my heart and you stand trumping on it, bitch, I'll never forget. I remember the exact time, the exact shit you said when you broke up with me. Right.
This boy talking about this.
I got motherfuckers that hit me back from college like, bitch, remember when you broke up with me? It was 7:39. It was raining. You had a black shirt on. If I give you my heart, bitch, I remember forever. So we go into the flow until I give you this fucking heart. If I like you, you ain't on the market no more. You got a title. Use mine. I like you. You ain't going nowhere. I see somebody near you. I'ma stab him on the thigh. Some both.
So you both. Okay. What about you, AD? What you?
Man, I'm finna get in a boat and go with the flow. Cause when they start giving you them titles, I don't know what kind of responsibilities come with that.
But titles set boundaries. Okay, keep going.
So,
Why
like I
can't be
said,
wasting people's time?
A
He can
title
say
might
that
give
shit.
me
I
a
can't.
boundary, and I don't have boundaries. I'm no limit with this thing. First of all. And then there's some responsibilities and stuff that maybe we ain't even talk about. I don't even know what's on your mind yet. But if I'm going with the flow, I got time to observe. Maybe I can pump them brakes and back off. I might not want the title. If you gonna put the title on me.
Well, you don't start off with the title, but
Shit, me, some of them. Hey, look at my DM. I'm baby daddy and this and that already.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's weird energy. Don't you go for that?
I don't. But I'm just saying.
But this
Going
is
with
the
the flow.
this is the thing. Like, so titles basically build boundaries. So like, I can see starting off going with the flow, but at what point when y'all see that y'all really want to be with this person or like this person, do you say, well, maybe we could be exclusive. Maybe we can.
Months in.
Yeah.
2, 3. Oh shit! Y'all niggas wait
what
till the
is
end of
that?
the show to call about this shit.
Press the orange button.
Oh shit! I got okay. We go.
Hotline.
Thank you for calling Misfits Radio and TV. How can we help you?
Hey, like, guys, this is Patty. So I have a question for him. At what point, for the ones that said you're going with the flow, how long are you all going to go with the flow until you all decide to give a title?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Okay.
trying to understand.
I heard. All right. So, going with the flow, first of all, even if you have a title, who says or how long did it take to get to the title? I'm not even putting a timestamp on it. I'm putting an energy type of thing on it. I'm putting a vibe or a chemistry to it.
Right.
All right.
So it could be 2 weeks.
No, it can't be 2 weeks because in my mind, I'm smart enough and mature enough to know you can't trust nobody in 2 weeks because it takes time to build trust. Any kind of relationship gonna take some time. You don't just get out there and start bonding with somebody you met in 2 weeks and the next thing you know, they might be on medication you have no idea about. So going with the flow, you know what I'm saying? When you go with the flow,
This bitch might be schizophrenic, and I
and you start talking to these women, talking to the person and actually trying to get to know them.
So you think somebody gonna tell you their diagnosis? See, this is
That's
the
why you go to
thing.
their house and go through their fucking cabinet.
Realistically,
I gotta go pee, bitch.
a person can't keep their mask on past 90 days. And I'm just telling you, this is like human nature. This is. You gotta talk in your phone. Hey, ma'am, you gotta talk in your phone. We can't understand you.
Hold on.
I think you can see a person's true self typically within a week. Some people, especially if they're a Pisces or a Cancer,
stop with the
they
Pisces
kind of
stuff.
crazy. So I think you can see.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
So I think it takes less than 90 days to see somebody crazy.
Facts.
So
I think
that's what
so
I'm
too, but I know for a fact that they can't keep that mask on past those 90 days without something giving you an indication.
It's been people that have been married to people for years, and then on the 14th year or something, they flipped out. So what I would want to ask is, how can you, or how would you think you can determine somebody's crazy within that amount of time, especially if maybe they've distanced themselves, you haven't even lived with them. You know what I'm saying? Like in 90 days, that's not living with someone for 6 months to a year to know how they keep their bathroom and stuff clean. You might go over there from time to time, and there's some people that'll clean up 30 minutes before you get there, and you'll never know what their pattern is until you live with them.
So wait a minute. So you gotta go with the flow until you live with somebody?
No, I'm saying go with the flow long enough to learn something from somebody, long enough so that you may be over there at an extended period of time to see something. You can't do it. 2 weeks isn't an extended period of time. That's 14 days, no matter how you chop it up. All right, so 90 days, what is that, about like 3 months? I mean, so you look at it, you got how many more months in a year? So you ain't even going 50% of the damn year to learn somebody. That, like, you kind of might be shooting yourself in the foot.
But that's what I'm saying. So, okay, so CJ, how long do it take you to know if this person, you want to do more than go with the flow with this person?
Like I said, within the first couple of months, maybe 2-3 months max. But you know how far you want to go. If you spend enough time, you figure it out. Quality time, phone, going out with each other, being around. I'm big on being around that person in this physical stand. I don't do that FaceTime shit. Let's go out. Let's do different things. Let me see how you are in the environment. and I can kind of gauge that. I'm big on body language. You can see all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
How you interact with other people. If you mean spirited. If you, I don't like vindictive people, right? I used to be
ever
real.
date a Scorpios. Okay, keep going.
I used to be that way. I used to be real petty. So my energy now is like that whole mindset. I kind of get away from that. So yeah, we know. So it's that type of how you respond after somebody do some shit. And you like, let that shit go. Maturity matters. I like women that make me laugh.
See, that's me. I like mature men. That's why I always say I don't care nothing about no good, no real. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. Give me a mature man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna make it determinant for me. So in your generation, Travion, I have to ask you too. How long do you go with the flow? Do y'all like? How long? Have you had a girlfriend in your adult life?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so how long do you think
I stayed away.
Oh, okay. How long do you think it take you to get to know somebody to know if you even want to go any further with them than going with the flow?
Really, in this generation, really like a week. That's max.
Yeah.
And I say that's
social media speeds
yeah.
up.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
Because I'm telling you, see it most of the time. I see right through them though. When I see a walk up, how you present yourself and how you want everybody else to see you.
Okay.
So what make me different? You feel what I'm saying? So I already got my picture of you already in my mind. It's just like it's up to you to kind of play it back to me.
Right.
And then if you read it to me wrong, then hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we got something going on. We can extend that week.
It sounds like the younger generation won't give anyone with potential a chance because within a week, I mean, shit, you get paid sometimes on a bi-weekly basis. A dude might be waiting on the paycheck to do something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking to a generation that have a short attention span.
Exactly.
We had to shorten songs down for them just to listen.
Man, what 2 minutes?
Oh yeah,
2 minute songs because y'all don't want.
But that might be why the relationships are short too, and don't last that long.
But that's why
tempers be short. Everything is short when you shorten the perspective and the mind frame of patience and time and trying to make the right decision. See, I'm not focused on the relationship more than I'm focused on making the right decision. Because when I get with that person,
you're an overthinker by nature.
but I don't want to hurt that person. I don't want to hurt myself. I ain't got time to be swapping or energy that I think might be positive at the time, and I didn't even give it time enough to maturate to see if we good or not. And
How long that lasts though?
That's
How long does that process last? Because for what you're saying, it's a process within the process. So
For the
you
last
process
relationship
and all
that you may have been in, how long did that process take?
Okay, so I was friends with this person for maybe 2 or 3 years. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know. See, I'm not looking for love. The shit gonna find me, or it's gonna happen organically and naturally. If you going out there looking for something specifically, that's like you going shopping. So how do you know what you're specifically looking for is what's in that person? Because you looking for that. That's what you want. You might project that on that person, and it might not even be what that person is about. Just like when you get some clothes that you might think be dope offline, next thing you know, you wash it, and the fabric don't hold up like you thought. But you looked at it and thought you wanted it and all of that, and you ain't take no time to do no research. You ain't look at the polyester, the cotton thread count, no weight, nothing like that. So it's a lot that go into who you trying to choose.
Nobody does that, bro.
I know they don't. But
Nobody looks at the
I'm just basing that as an example. But if you buying for a business, and you want somebody to have the best product.
Let me say this: I don't buy clothes for business. I don't run a clothing business. Maybe Travion does that. But what I'm saying is about when it comes to relationships and things of that nature, and you're talking to someone who doesn't trust women in general.
Gotcha.
But I'm not going to take 5 months to decide if this person's with me and we raw dogging each other. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna
wrap up.
Sometimes you just got it. Sometimes you have to assess where you are, and you can't just keep saying, let me figure this out. Let me see what this person's doing. Let me see how she's going to do this. Let me see what she's going to do. Because people are very good at putting their representative first. And depending on how long that person has been practicing with their representative, they can keep that representative going for as long as you think you're going to figure out something. So you get what I'm saying? So I get to taking meds and all that stuff, but generally those little things like that you're going to find out. And you're going to find out anyway. Because the person who has to take meds is going to have to take their meds. You get what I'm saying? In front of you, because it's going to be a time you're going to be around that she's going to have to take it.
Here's the underlining kind of like tone in all this. Because basically what it'll eventually get to is probably how long a man going to be able to wait maybe before this person that you're looking for maybe to put out, or how do you determine these types of things. The reason why I take a particular amount of time is because to waste your time to me is worse.
But I feel like I'm sorry to cut you off,
go
but I
ahead.
feel like you taking 2 to 3 years is wasting
Oh, I
somebody's
didn't say
time.
2 to 3 years. I said I knew them for 2 to 3 years. It could have been on and popping when she could have dropped her drawers on the first day I saw her. But would you want a man like that? You see what I'm saying?
No, I ain't
If
talking
you
about
wanted to
dropping
get
the
physical, a
drawers.
man can do that quickly. But then, are you gonna be? Is that gonna be the man for you?
So how long was you with the last person you dated? If you knew them 2-3 years.
We had like a 4-something year relationship, but we still kicking it. She's still cool with me. We just not necessarily. Then that's why this person right here will still give me shit on my birthday. Will kick it with my mom and all that, and we're not together based on the fact that I built a relationship with somebody and we kind of like friends. If I don't,
Y'all
I'm not
might
really.
as well still be together then.
Yeah. I mean, that's what y'all say, but I mean, don't you have a friend that might be a man? That you know.
I have male friends that if I call you my friend, you ain't never seen me naked.
And she stand on that. She stand on that 100.
Hey,
she say that from day one.
me tell you
And I
something.
agree with her that I don't want to be friends with anybody that we
You talking to
that
a
we
ladies
fucking.
man. So I guess this is part of my rehab.
And I'm a man's woman.
I've been,
I stand on the business of not. I don't deal with my
I've been eating the karma of trying to
out.
run through women for so long. I'm tired of that. Like I don't want it, man.
What happens?
Right.
Wait.
If you my friend, you don't see me naked either. We ain't we ain't doing both.
Yeah, it's nah.
Okay, now that's
have a
funny
problem
because
with- I
is
have
your
a
mate your
problem
friend? Would you consider if you were married, would your husband be your friend?
Yes, until we get
That's
divorced,
something
then it's fuck her.
Exactly. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but you married a friend at some point. Y'all friends. So he done seen you naked now. And if you divorce
So
him,
we divorced. Fuck that bitch. I don't know her.
Let me tell you.
My
But
ex-wife.
If we done, we done.
Yeah,
You ain't
but there was.
I'm not friends with none of my
So
exes.
that's something that based
we
off
got
of my
kids together or
personality, maybe she don't want to let me go, but I got enough sense and I'm positive enough not to try to drag her and keep trying to get the sexual part of this shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, even if you marry somebody at some point, before you say your I do's, you're gonna be looking at that man like that's your friend.
And it's a little bit different for me.
Okay.
If how you approach me is how we are. If you approach me with see, I'm big on dealing with men that's intentional. Don't approach me like you want to be my partner and you really want to get me in the bedroom. Because I'm gonna treat you like my partner.
Like you my
Now, if
partner.
you intentional and you come at me like, hey, I want to see what we can do. I got
I'ma
an
treat
option
you
right
like-
then and there to say, yeah or nay. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted you to pursue that.
So what if this woman respects herself and didn't want to give herself that quick, so she wanted to put me in the friend zone, maybe see if I was even worthy of having a relationship
That's what I'm
with?
telling you. Once you in a friend zone with me, that's
With
where
you.
your ass is at.
Okay, but I'm saying
you
in my
staying in the friend
situation,
zone. We not coming out.
Yeah.
but that's with y'all.
Yeah.
But in my particular situation, I mean, I can't help that she wanted to put me in the friend zone, but I was attracted to her and I liked her, and she's a cool person.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about this was before we became in a relationship. That she friend zoned me.
Back door to the friend zone.
Thank
That's
you.
what he's saying.
Exactly. I'm in some. I might be that caution dicking right now. I got a whole bunch of female friends, but I'm not trying to smash them. But according to my man Lab, it's
shit.
Hey.
So you backdooring it. So this is something different.
You will go fucking
that's not
smash.
intentional. So this is not a person that you was intentional trying to be with. You backdoor the pussy.
I did not backdoor this lady. If I was her friend for 3, she put me in that. Like, okay, if I'm just your friend and we talk, the next thing you know, you want to step it up more. And I'm your friend and I want that, then that's what I'm going to do. If you don't want that and I'm your friend, I'm going to respect that. But now, at some point, I can decide whether or not I want to be with this friend or not. Like, if I could be friends with someone I'm not sexually attracted to.
But let me tell you, this is the way I look at it. First of all, when I talk about being intentional, and then we got to get up out of here.
Okay.
Because we got another podcast coming in. But this is the thing right here. For me, let me just say that, for me. If we meet as friends and that's what we meet as, that's what we gonna, that's just what it is. Because just because I meet you don't mean that you're a friend. You could be an acquaintance. But if I determine that you are a friend, that's what it is. Now, if you're just somebody that I know, like a business partner, or you somebody that I know, like you, then that's what it is. You ain't necessarily my friend. We cool. So you could be a potential if the lane switched. But if we're friends, the lane can't switch from friends because I take that shit to a whole nother level. But if you're my friend, there are certain boundaries that is not gonna happen as my friend versus being my lover. Like it's just not gonna happen. It's certain things that's gonna happen. So that's why I say titles set boundaries for me. And I know it don't do that for everybody, but it do for me because how I got you categorized, that's just like my partner husband or boyfriend. When I meet home as her boyfriend or her husband, that's bro. That nigga could never say nothing out the way to me. That man could never disrespect her in front of me because you bro. I hold you to a higher level of respect. I hold you to something different. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how I met you. So it's kind of, that's why I say, so it kind of varies. But I'm not finna be a friend to somebody and watch them go through 2, 3, 4 women. And then after they figure out I might be a alright catch, they can circle my block and be like you been in front of me. With you.
You been under my nose the whole time. Look at that shit.
Bitch, I been here 5 years. And you say you just not know, you just not realizing I'm a good catch. Whatever these niggas do to you, let them do it. Take it. You been paying karma debt all these years, heifer. Cause I've been sitting here. Right. And you been knew I was a good catch. But you went through all of them trifling brothers and wanted to circle the block on me. No. So it's a certain amount, it's a certain way. And I always tell people that I'm like, if I give you a fair chance and you mess it up, like, it's cool. Don't feel bad because you'll never get that opportunity again.
So you don't get a second chance?
What? At all? None.
But they better get it right that first time.
I'm all of my ex's favorite ex. Because see, they thought they could do something and I was going to, because I'm Judge Judy like a motherfucker and it's terrible because I don't even play with them. But I tell men that from the beginning because I don't entertain a whole lot of men.
Do you break up with the person or have they broken up with you from time to time?
She break up. I can tell. She dropped.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We can still got you on the phone. We finna get ready to.
We appreciate you.
Close out.
Appreciate you for calling.
Did you have anything else to say?
Nah. I'm basically like you. Once you start off as my friend, you can't come over and cross the line. And then once I break up with you, you don't run the block back.
Yeah. Period.
I like to say one thing to you too. Just because I have my little opinions and what I do, please don't stop what you're doing. I respect that too.
Now you gotta
try to keep them DMs going.
You gotta know this move.
You gotta know this cake.
Yeah, you gotta know them.
She good.
Right. We'll see you later, Kay. See you next weekend.
Bye.
Hey, Kay.
But yeah, the thing about it is, like Kay, she straight. Trust me on that. Like she ain't gonna make it like determine who you are out from your opinion. She just wanted to know like what kind of time frame because clearly motherfuckers out here going 2 and 3 years going with the flow. And then when a woman finds somebody that she like, somebody else that she kicking it with, then the man get mad and it's like, but I thought we was going with the flow.
If you want somebody, you ain't gonna let it take that
long. It flowed that way.
Right.
That's my whole point. That's what she was asking. So what is the time frame for?
When I can see that whatever I would probably do for them, they do for me. So if that's like 4 or 5 months, I'll take 4 or 5 months. Okay. If they ride out real hard within 2 weeks and it just seemed magical, I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing with trying it because they still matching the energy in that within that 2 week span. But I also have in the back of my mind, you know what I'm saying? If it didn't necessarily work out, it will probably be because of the 2 weeks. But I ain't gonna try to do nothing intentional to drag or.
I understand. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Travion.
Sure. Appreciate it. Anytime.
Appreciate your insight.
Yes. Look forward to you coming to Atlanta more. And I'll definitely keep you updated on like different art shows and different not platforms, but like different places that appreciate customized apparel and all of that kind of stuff. So that when you come up here, you can make you some ends, baby. You can kind of have an inventory. You tell us what it is that you have in stock and, and stuff like that. So we'll be able to tell the people. But we greatly appreciate you. Where can we find you on social media?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at @OneTravion. We can go on Shopify, get my website. That's Top Brand Fashion. And that's just about it. That's how we run business. Instagram, website.
All right. Don't forget if you got some friends with some music, get them on TikTok. Get on
I got
TikTok with your brand, honey. Cause like one thing about it, you know, we love them transitions. You take your shoe from this to this. I got another idea for you too. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thank you, AD. Thank you, comedian CJ, for stopping in today. Thank you, DJ Lab, for that independent artist mix, honey. Once again, man, let me just run down what we have going on. Every night of the week, we do have something going on. As a matter of fact, today, if you stay tuned, we'll have You High Yet podcast coming in about 30 minutes to an hour. On Mondays, actually, we haven't started anything on Mondays yet, so if you guys want a podcast, y'all let us know. On Tuesdays, we have the Real Westside podcast. It's hosted by Dewan Robinson, also known as Mooly. On Wednesdays, we have Misfits of Comedy. That is hosted by the man himself, comedian CJ Trowers. Right. Y'all tap in now, comedians. On Thursdays, we actually have Changing Lives, or The Dollar Hour, and it's hosted by Deontay Poochie Burden. And on Fridays, we do exclusive interviews. On Saturdays, it's kind of a little iffy right now. We're trying to get into the community and do some things with the kids and, you know, just kind of show them the way of the world with these platforms as far as interviewing and DJing and things of that nature. So, you know, but on Sundays, most Sundays at 1 o'clock, you can catch Shanny Jack Me Show, and then you'll catch the OGs, which is us. Even though we own the Misfits Radio and TV, we still enjoy our platform, and we're on every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. That's right. Even when we're running a little behind, right. We're still here. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. We'll catch y'all on IG.
Hey, what it do, man? This your boy Batley Sewing Business all the way from Millville, Georgia, man. Get in the mix with Westside Misfits every Sunday from 3 to 5. Yeah, that PM. Make sure you do that, man. Just keep it player.
Yo. Woo. Hey. Westside Misfits. Yo. You're independent, this the mix, you need to get up in it. 3 to 5, the show be lit from start to finish. Hit them up to slide through and promote your business. DJ Lab known to keep the hottest record spinning. Mix a lot and Tame Mac discuss the hottest topic. There's not a 2000 gonna let you know what's really poppin'. Miss Slick gon' make sure she get the angles right. Making moves even though she staying out of sight. Check the website, Misfits Media Group. Keep it 100 cause that's how they gon' give it to you. Something for anyone and everyone from every walk. 365, 24/7, got music and talk. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. Kick facts, play music, and talk slick. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. From 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. We in the mix, we in the mix, we in the mix. 3 to 5.